NC State, where they lost by 4. James Williams, the Nebraska transfer, there to wrap them up.
Ball security, decision making, taking what the defense is giving them.
Bootleg for Morris. Sidearms one in the right flat, and that is dropped by Dakota Twitty. So now it will be 3rd down and 8.
Make the routine plays routinely. You got to catch that if you're Dakota Twitty. Every yard is going to be hard to come by in this football game. Now, defensive coordinator Tony White from Florida State's got you right where he wants you. Now he's got you in 3rd and long with this multiple scheme that he can kind of like send different people. As you see Tony White, a superstar in the coaching ranks, on the sideline there for Florida State. It's like he's showing pressure again.
Virginia is 3 for 5 on 3rd down. They do bring pressure. Morris finds a crosser. Trell Harris to the sideline. That's another 3rd down conversion for the Hoos.
What a great play call against man coverage, against pressure. Just run a little rub concept where they can get Trell Harris free on the shallow cross. Just make his way through the traffic. He's been silent so far in this game, and he has been a big playmaker. You'll hear more from number 11 as this game goes on.
Morris to throw again. Has all day. Slings one. Tipped and intercepted. It went off the fingertips of Jamal Edgerrin, and Elijah Herring on the carom has the 2nd pick in as many possessions for FSU.
He's going to see it here. Just watch. You're going to see the traffic as Edgerrin comes across the field on this deep over. And it looked a little confusing live whether or not Chandler Morris was trying to get that ball to Trell Harris on the go route on the outside, as you see him streaking down the field, where he's just trying to layer it in there to Edgerrin. The spacing just wasn't right. Again, another one of those decisions where Chandler Morris is going to want that one back. He probably should have just ate it and not forced the ball into harm's way. Florida State in business again.
Sawchuk. 40-yard line, maybe the 39. He's got 6 yards on 1st down. Screen out to the Squirrel White with nowhere to go. Emmanuel Carnley immediately shut the door.
And that's the kind of play that you need to make if you're Virginia. You see Carnley coming up from his corner spot, just firing, making a short tackle. This is a key 3rd down. You got to now, if you're Virginia, now you have to stop the bleeding. You got to get off the field here on 3rd down. You got to slow down this momentum. Assignment sound.
They fake the jet sweep, and Castellanos is going to try to run for it, but he'll only get a couple. Now, are you running there because you're setting up 4th down? I mean, that play call almost seems to indicate, Lewis, they're approaching this like 4-down territory.
Sure, they're talking it over. You got 4th and 5 or less with this offense. Because of how multiple it is and the kind of momentum they got going, they sense right now that this offense is rolling. This is the kind of thing that could give Virginia life if they could get off the field here. Good eyes. You have to have good eyes defensively.
Castellanos to the sideline. Diving attempt made by Robinson. Got it. Deuce Robinson secures it right on the chalk for a 4th down conversion.
The size of Deuce Robinson. You see that right arm just kind of real subtly pushes off on the corner and able to run that comeback.
Castellanos to throw again. Robinson out of bounds inside the 10. Flag out as well.
And this time, what does he do? He runs the double move. Watch, he's just going to get off the line of scrimmage. He's going to stutter, take off again. I mean, he is just putting on a show right now. Number 0, Deuce Robinson. 6'6", 225 pounds.
Personal foul. Targeting. Defense. Number 0. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down. Previous play is under further review.
Antonio Clary, only back for his second game this season. And they call targeting on this hit.
See Clary coming out of the deep part of the field. See him duck the head, crown of the helmet, right on the chin of Deuce Robinson. You see his head turn as he takes the hit. There, the head goes down. Crown of the helmet right on the chin. That's about as easy as it gets as far as the call is concerned.
Well, we can listen in the collaborative replay process with the Operations Center for the ACC.
And we were able to confirm.
Replay E won't help you.
Hey, now we're looking for targeting here. And
Copy.
we're going through the process.
Yep.
So
this is I got a defenseless player.
agreed, he is a defenseless player. And now
He dips his head. We have a launch. And we have
Delta's a good look for you too. Echo won't help you. D is good.
Delta's the best look we have.
C and D.
So I see a lowering of the launch. I see forcible contact to the head neck area.
Yep.
And I see it to the helmet. Is everybody in agreement on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Mark, I love it. Yes.
Okay, so the ruling on the field is going to be upheld of targeting. Now we're going to get you the number.
0 is the number.
Perfect. And the ruling on the field for the catch is also being upheld, and we're also going to uphold the targeting as well.
Copy that. We'll
So we're gonna go half the distance.
correct.
Okay,
Position 5. All right. I'm good, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
After further review, the ruling of targeting is upheld. Number 0 has been disqualified for the remainder of the game.
Well, Lewis, you are in immediate agreement with what the collaborative process certainly seemed to agree upon as well, and that's a dangerous play. Crown of the helmet as well, upward launch to a defenseless player. You want to change your strike zone if you're Clary.
Yeah, you feel for Clary, again, coming back from injury. This just being the second game. Only played a series in the last game against Stanford, but you just got to be smarter than that. Defenseless receiver, all the prerequisites were there to call targeting. It's an easy decision on the part of the officials.
So 1st and goal, Florida State at the 4. Castellanos with a fake. Castellanos to the end zone. Florida State has the lead.
This offensive line, the left side of this offensive line, Gunnar Hansen, Richie Leonard, they have been doing work in this quarter in the run game. Just moving people off the ball. Gus Malzahn really changing up the looks that he's given this Virginia defense. Virginia has just had no answer for the physicality and for the scheme.
Both teams have turned it over twice, and both have turned into touchdowns for the opposition.
Yeah, again, this is just one of those situations where if you're Chandler Morris, you're throwing that ball into traffic. Again, I'm not quite sure he was trying to get it to. It looked like he may have been trying to get it downfield to Terrell Harris. And here you just see Castellanos doing what he does best. Running behind this huge offensive line. It's hard to see him. He's so quick and so instinctive, and they are just moving people off the line. And honestly, really, I mean, it's been the passing game that has really opened some things up as well. I mean, Deuce Robinson has just been going off in this game.
Castellanos reunited with Gus Malzahn. Didn't play a ton for him at UCF, but obviously there's a chemistry. Play caller, veteran to quarterback. What makes that relationship work?
I think it's just trust is what it is. What did Tommy Castellanos tell us? He said that Gus, quote, is a wizard. When he tells us a team is going to be in a certain defense, when they give you a certain look, that's the defense they are in the majority of the time. And they have full trust in his play calling, and you can see it in the way they're playing.
Weinberg through the back of the end zone. 32 kickoffs now, 32 touchbacks for Florida State. And obviously you talk about having a history with one another. Well, these two have a history with one another because Gus Malzahn, all the way back when he was calling plays for Tulsa, had a GA on his staff named Mike Norvell.
Yeah, how about that? And Mike Norvell, look, he said he was just having some discussions with Gus Malzahn as far as other offensive coordinators maybe he could possibly hire at the end of last year. And kind of just popped the question, hey, unless you want to be the offensive coordinator. And Gus thought about it, and here he is. And it's the perfect hire, the absolute perfect hire.
Pop the question, they're married again. The quick out. And trying to get a few extra yards was Edrin. Let's see if that takes us down to the 2-minute timeout, or if Virginia can get another snap off beforehand. Still looks like plenty of time to run another play on 2nd down and 2. Morris checks it down. Spin cycle for Jamari Taylor to pick up the first down. And now we do reach the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Lots of momentum swings. A Friday night in the ACC here in Charlottesville.
I thought you worked in his house.
Nope. Cantina chicken burrito.
You know what? Let me get something to wash that down with.
I got you.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
We are trying really hard to get you Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. Well, the whole way, actually.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place. Or your breakfast faves like pancakes, eggs, and bacon, or French toast with sausage and eggs are all just $6. The new value menu, every day at IHOP.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry, but getting that King Henry.
Huzzah! Salutations! I'm here to lead the team. No, I don't want it. No! Sorcery! Behold my majestic stride!
You okay?
No, I am not.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The ultimate tailgater doesn't just show up, she shows out. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
My heart has 2 chambers. One for my family, one for my Kohl's Cash.
Follow your heart. All month, enter for a chance to win Kohl's Cash and get epic deals on fall favorites now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Whoa, nobody inside. I already told your buddies. A lot of violations here. Way too many occupants in a single dwelling. 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Take it up with the city, fellas!
Fill your potatoes? Oh, yes. Fill your eggs and pasta? Hello, creaminess. Philadelphia, a creamy touch of magic.
Hey, I'm Zupa Mahenti. Coming up, we'll get E.J. Manuel's thoughts on the first half. This week, the instruction manual on where LSU has the edge over Ole Miss and where Georgia could exploit Alabama. Plus, why, despite all the star power on offense, the key to winning Saturday night in State College will be defense. All that and more at the half. Bob, Lou, we'll see you then.
All right, Zubin, well, all 3 timeouts still in the pocket of Chandler Morris and Virginia. Edrin. Check that. Dakota Twitty muscles his way out of bounds for 5 yards.
What's the message that you're giving Chandler Morris right now if you're the coaching staff for Virginia? Just take what they're giving you. Don't try and force this ball down the field simply because you're starting to feel real confident.
Same play, same result. First down, Dakota Twitty.
They could have easily tacked on 15 there. Dakota Twitty was 3-4 yards out of bounds and took a hit from Elijah Herring.
Crowd reacting to that as it's replayed here at Scott Stadium.
You get all 3 timeouts. You're almost at midfield, a minute 50 left on the clock. Just be efficient with the football if you're Virginia.
Back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. As Jamari Taylor was wrapped up right at the point of attack. Mandrell Desir, he and his twin brother Darrell. Well, they are tough to move for Tony White up front. It's nice to have a couple of true freshmen make that impact.
They are incredible, and Tony White said these guys are animals, man. They want it. They are hungry for greatness. Just true freshmen.
Morris on the slant. Tip ball finds its way into the hands of Trell Harris. Nearly a pick. Instead, Trell Harris spinning, carrying tacklers. Virginia in business.
That is a heck of a break by Jerry Wilson. Look, he shot out of a cannon. He's just got to make sure that as you're going for that, you got to make sure you can secure the tackle as you're trying to go for the pick 6. Look, we said we would hear from Trell Harris. A lot of football game left to play, and there you see his unique playmaking ability.
And Virginia can be somewhat deliberate with all 3 timeouts, and they can run it as well. Jamari Taylor. Touchdown, Hoos!
Kidding me? Wait till you see this collision again. Jamari Taylor, he's that dude.
How do you walk on at an FCS school and now do this against the top 10 FBS school?
But this is one-on-one. This is the kind of competition that Mike Norvell's talking about. It's one-on-one. You versus you right here. And just watch what happens. Earl Little doesn't wrap up, but he's coming downhill full speed. Boom! But doesn't wrap up. Jamari Taylor says, nah, you can't get away with that with me. Have you not watched my tape? That's a heck of an individual effort. Look, Mike Norvell talked about the fact that he put his players in one-on-one situations all off-season to see how they would respond. See who was going to win, who was going to lose, and how you were going to respond to it. And that's one of his guys right there, and you see him. He's telling him, you got to finish. You got to finish and wrap up. You see his lips. He's telling him, wrap up. That's football at its finest right there. Trell Harris making that play off of the almost pick 6 by Jerry Wilson. Here comes Jamari Taylor. Man, do you love football or what?
We are now tied at 21. Florida State still with a couple of timeouts and 48 seconds on the clock. The 2 interceptions for Chandler Morris cost Virginia a couple of scores. Of course, the 2 turnovers for Florida State were responsible for the first 2 touchdowns for UVA. How many different momentum swings have we had to basically now start fresh with under a minute to go in the second quarter?
Look, it's warm here already in this booth and in this stadium tonight, and it's getting heated up with the way these fans are going and the way this game is swinging back and forth. I mean, look at that crowd. They are into it. This is a heck of a ball game.
Draw play. Sawchuk tries to get the drive started and does with about 8 yards. And an 8-yard gain on first down, that might be enough to convince Mike Norvell, let's not put this thing in the freezer, let's attack.
We got 2 timeouts.
Castellanos on the move. Avoids a sack, throws it away.
Tommy Castellanos. Mike Norvell's over there holding his breath saying, just take care of the football. Let's not put it in harm's way. Let's not give Virginia this ball in plus territory.
And Remember, Mike Norvell, he knows his team starts the second half with the ball as well.
There you go.
They won the toss and deferred.
Ball security, decision-making is critical here. Do not want to give Virginia any more momentum than they just seized back. Virginia got all 3 timeouts left for them. Big down.
They try and run for a first down, and they will get it. And now Mike Norvell will call a timeout.
Second charge timeout. Florida State. It will be 30 seconds.
19 seconds to go in the half. Bob Wischusen, Louis Riddick, Chris Budden. This has been fun. This is the test that you want a top 10 team to have on the road. And, well, you have to think, down 14-0 at the start, that's one of those tests of character of a team that was 2-10 last year. This got to be a positive overall for Florida State in the first half, despite the mistake.
Oh, no question. Look, I think last year's team, you would have saw them fold up and start looking for excuses. They wouldn't have taken accountability. This football team did. And they come roaring back behind their horses. They're riding Tommy Castellanos. The passing game is clicking on the outside. The defense making plays. But then here comes Virginia. They come roaring back too. Go back to their playmakers. They experience some adversity. Chandler Morris, he maintains his composure. This is exactly what you want out of a football game. Are you kidding me?
Florida State still with a timeout. And Castellanos slings one to the outside. Catch made by Randy Pittman, and he gets to the sideline. 13 seconds at a timeout. So at best, 2 snaps. Maybe you can get it down to 1 second to go and try a field goal. Can they get into Jake Weinberg's range? Mike Norvell said he'd be very comfortable with Weinberg from 55. They could try one from 60 if they can just get inside the 45-yard line of Virginia. They're going to look for a lot more than that to Squirrel White. Incomplete. And now 7 seconds left in the half. Donovan Platt was trying his best to stay with Squirrel White.
If you're Florida State, you got 7 seconds left. I think right now, if I'm Mike Norvell, knowing that I get the ball in the second half, this has got to be a safe play. All right, we don't want to do anything to put the ball in harm's way that you could get some kind of cheap pick six or something where Virginia comes up with the football. I play this a little conservative here.
They'll run a draw, and that should take us to halftime.
Smart move.
Unless Tony Elliott calls a timeout and forces them to punt, but he will not. Florida State will start the third quarter with the ball, and as Mike Norvell very often does, he brings his entire team together to say something to them before they even head into the locker room at halftime.
How about both of these offenses? I'm sure he's telling them, hey, look, this is a 0-0 game when we come back out in the second half. Both of these offenses over 200 yards total offense. Florida State 262, Virginia 229. It's just been about turnovers, Bob. It's been about momentum swings. And that's how you have 21 points on both teams in the first half.
We are tied at 21. The halftime report in a moment. Zubin Mehenti and E.J. Manuel will join you after a quick timeout.
Okay, goal of this play is to get USAA membership. Why do we love USAA, team?
Because they still call Mom Sergeant. And they pay Dad's claims super fast after that scary thunder. And they make it easy for Grandpa to have insurance and banking in one app.
That's right. USAA is so good. Gotta make this play work for me.
USAA membership, always the smart play. Become a member today.
Wait, how's that gonna help us win a football game?
I don't know. Y'all make sure y'all get 3 for $5 because they ain't advertising it, honey.
Oh, we're advertising it. Get 3 pieces of our crispy, juicy signature chicken for just $5. How's that?
Let's go to Popeyes.
Mira Joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
We create community.
Great ideas.
More ideas.
Create legacies.
Moments. Moments to think.
Reflect. To shine.
Moments to pause.
Moments to stand out.
Orange out. Orange and blue.
We live in orange and blue.
We live. We learn.
We grow.
We challenge everything.
And then we build. We innovate.
We lead.
We are driven by our
pursuits. And our
pursuit is endless.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling the Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage at the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Welcome to the Skyrizi Halftime Report.
Tonight, Virginia's wearing their throwbacks from 1995, but instead of throwing it, this was effective on the ground. And we got a great game Friday night in Charlottesville. You heard Bob and Lou said it has lived up to the billing as we welcome you inside the Halftime Report with EJ Manuel. I'm Zubin Mehenti. All right, Florida State, first 3 possessions, punt, fumble, interception. But then they started taking advantage of some UVA turnovers and really changed the complexion of this game.
Well, the name of this game is really who can handle the adversity, but also the momentum shifts in this football game. You're going to see an interception here by Edwin Joseph. And look, UVA at this point had Florida State on the ropes. Chandler Moore is just trying to do too much. And I get the ad-lib, but right here you cannot put the ball up for grabs. Again, Edwin Joseph with the interception. Then Florida State gets it down into the red zone. I like the quarterback wildcat right there. Randy Pittman going to run it in. He's normally a tight end, but he's a ball carrier in that position. And then another interception for this Florida State defense. Chandler Morris, he played great in the first quarter, but he, for whatever reason, started forcing his football. It gets tipped, and then it gets intercepted by Elijah Herring. 4th down conversion, Zubin. This was an iffy call for me. I wasn't sure if you punt it or if you go for it, but nonetheless, a great play call there by Gus Malzahn, the offensive coordinator, and a great throw by Tommy Castellanos. He caps it off with a run to get there back in the end zone. So the momentum shifts in this football game. Tell you what, if you got your popcorn out, this is a fun one without a doubt.
A couple of Wildcat touchdowns for Florida State. I mentioned that 95 game. They're wearing the throwbacks. UVA showed a ton of moxie that night to rally and knock off #2 Florida State 30 years ago. And they showed some moxie when it looked like Florida State had kind of taken advantage and was starting to pull away. Back comes UVA.
Yeah, look, UVA also, I think, is using that home field advantage, having that crowd in it on some of those 3rd downs for Florida State on offense. But the run game for both of these teams has been really, really good. Jamari Taylor's going to end up having a run here. But this is a great play. You get a tip ball that maybe was an interception, but Trell Harris, his first reception of the game, he comes and makes the catch, ends up being a 29-yard gain. Now, I like the aggressiveness by Florida State, but you got to wrap and tackle inside those gaps because Jamari Taylor, he bounces off of it, and then there's nobody else left because that's a safety missing a tackle. So I love what I'm seeing from both of these teams. You got to take your hat off to Tony White on defense for Florida State to get FSU back in the game, but ultimately UVA's offense capping it off with a touchdown there was big.
Yeah, we're ready to go here. Second half, just about 15 minutes away. Hang tight for that. On the way, the instruction manual from EJ, how LSU's D could finally be the team to stop Ole Miss's O, and Georgia finally gets Bama between the hedges.
This halftime report is presented by Skyrizi.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
All my ladies roll your deal like this. When you move your body, feel confident. All my ladies try this deal real quick. Let your body how you see fit. My neck, your back, I smell so good, they ask.
Football.
Guys, what are we watching?
We're not watching, we're waiting for ACC football.
And if we stare at the TV long enough, it will come on. Come on.
So you guys believe in magic?
I believe in the best quarterbacks in the country.
Well, I believe in the best matchups.
See?
Told you. It's beautiful.
And this is why I believe in the remote.
No magic.
Magic.
This is a nightmare.
Someone called for a nightmare?
Hang on. That's your nightmare? Some roof damage? I'm a professional. I deal with real nightmares. You just need to sing the State Farm jingle.
State Farm jingle?
Do it!
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm can help with your claim. We're here when you need us.
Great. Can you get rid of it?
Ooh, who we getting rid of? Wait.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to what should be a thrilling second half.
Southern night. What an incredible night. Have you ever felt a southern night? Unbelievable. Free as a breeze. What a catch. To mention the trees. Whistling tunes that you know and love so.
The dulcet tones of the one and only Glenn Campbell, the one and only instruction manual authored by EJ. We are back on another Friday night. Before we get to a big one at night in the South, we got a big one in the afternoon in the South. LSU, Ole Miss. LSU spent all off season reloading their defense, and it has paid off in a big way.
Zubin, it has paid off so much. This LSU defense, coached by Blake Baker, the defensive coordinator, they do a lot of great things, but the two biggest things that I noticed is their disguise and also their ability to be ball hawks. They find ways to get interceptions, which is always huge for your football team. Already 5 picks for all these DBs. So the cat corner, you're going to notice is at the top of your screen. I'm not talking about cats like Tigers, since it's the Clemson and the LSU Tigers. Cat just means corner blitz. That's another name for it. Now, here's the thing. You get a 5-man rush with the addition of the corner coming here. So you got enough linemen to block. You got 5 offensive linemen, and then you got your running back. Adam Randall, where are you going? You have to take that DB right there coming in for a sack. You got to pick him up. That's something that Kawan Lacey of Ole Miss is going to have to do. The ball hawking ability. Let me flip the camera around here so you can see this view. Watch the safety right here. A.J. Halsey. Read the eyes of DJ Lagway. So if Trinidad Chambliss is late at all in this football game, that's a huge issue. These DBs like to jump routes. These safeties like to take chances. Expect some fireworks from this LSU defense.
There's a lot of dollars, a lot of money, a lot of numbers spent on that LSU defense, and as you can see, it has been absolutely well worth it. So, Saturday night, as Glenn said, the big one, Alabama and Georgia. And there has been so much attention spent on Gunnar Stockton finally unloading that arm a couple weeks ago against Tennessee, but people haven't been talking about he can hand off and do some things as well.
Well, look, the big thing for Georgia's run game is owning the lines of scrimmage. And you look at the 5 offensive linemen, but specifically the guard, Micah Morris, does a great job of kick-out blocks, but also his ability to know who he has to pick up. So here, notice the guards that I'm talking about. Counter action, setting up the blocks. And this is going to be a really nice play where you have the 2 guards, the left tackle, along with the tight end on the outside, and then also Oscar Delp, who's off the ball. He's going to run to his right. What does that do? That takes number 7 for Tennessee also to the left. Now, what does that create? A huge backside gaping hole there for the running back to go through. And then this next play, this is actually the first play of overtime. It's going to be a counter to the left. And you look at Micah Morris do a great job of a kick-out block, but also look at the strain by number 7, Lawson Lucky, the tight end, pushing upfield to allow Nate Frazier Jr. to get that huge gap. That, in fact, is a huge play, something that Georgia has to do against Alabama.
You can see the year-to-year difference on the ground for the Dogs has been stark. Kirby's first game against Alabama at Sanford Stadium to add a little bit of a wrinkle to it. On the way, Oregon scored in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. But what's the key for them to win Whiteout Saturday night? EJ says it's actually the defense. He'll explain next.
This halftime report is presented by Skyrizi.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Don't hurt him, Kev. All dripped up. Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab on the best 5G network, baby.
No way.
It's me. Handsome and hilarious.
No way.
No way. I know. I'm even finer in person.
No way.
Wait, it was about the iPhone? Come on.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
That's real nice.
This is Florida State University. FSU students have an entire university cheering them on and helping them achieve their goals. Because we take every student's success as seriously as Saturdays at the stadium. This is Florida State University.
Strength that responds. Refinement you can feel. And tech that anticipates. Welcome to the Genesis GB70. Lease the 2026 GB70 for $449 per month. Exclusively at your Houston area Genesis retailers.
This is a nightmare.
Someone called for a nightmare? Hang on. That's your nightmare? Some roof damage? I'm a professional. I deal with real nightmares. You just need to sing the State Farm jingle.
State Farm jingle?
Do it!
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm can help with your claim. We're here when you need us.
Great. Can you get rid of it?
Ooh, we getting rid of. Wait.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
One of the special places, and not just college football, but really all of sports.
I think it's going to be crazy. Oh, it's going to be loud.
Yeah, I think this will be one of the great atmospheres in college football.
There's nothing like the whiteout in Happy Valley.
You know, it's a place you dream about playing in, and we're excited to get going.
When they play Oregon, we'll find out how good both of those teams are.
We're trying to prove a point. We're trying to be number one, and we're trying to win the natty. We're locked in. We're trying to go 1-0 like we do every week.
What's at stake is a win, and it's an opportunity to go out there and give the best version of yourself. But it's one game. It's the next game, so it's by far the most important game.
The reason why I came to Penn State is obviously to win big games, play teams like this, playing games like this, and to win a national championship. So this is another one. Next on the line, 1-0 mindset, and that's what we got this week.
Who you got is Oregon. Everybody's looking to see Dante Moore and Drew Aller, but those two guys, EJ, don't want to take a look at this. These are two of the best defenses in the country that'll meet. And under the lights for that whiteout Saturday night, you want to spotlight one guy on the Ducks defense in particular.
I'll go Mateo Uyunglele. Look, this guy coming off the edge, he has a lot a plethora of rush moves, but also that effort that you're going to see in this football game trying to get after Drew Allar. But the other part that he can do, he can set the edge in the run game. You look at this two-headed monster for Penn State, Kaytron Allen and also Nicholas Singleton. You can't just pin your ears back and go for the rush. You also got to be responsible on that edge, and that starts with Uiagalelei.
Yeah, there's a noon whiteout. Then there's the 7:30 whiteout. Penn State fans can tell you there's certainly a difference. Game day will start your morning there at 9 a.m. Eastern with the Nittany Lions looking for their first national title since 1986. Florida State's got a couple Wildcat touchdowns. They got a Castellanos touchdown, and we got a tie game second half from the ACC next.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Great news from Jeremy in sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's following up leads 23% faster. Jeremy.
Great. So I can tell the board that the company is more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy in sales is following up from leads 23% faster. Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smart to business. IBM.
Let me get you a cold one. Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county.
You eat buffalo?
No, it's just chicken. It was invented in Buffalo, the city.
So it's not buffalo.
You all right, man?
It's quite spicy.
Drink the beer.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Give me that.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching.
Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You gotta swivel those hips, right? And you gotta swing. Four! And if you don't have the right insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one, or all 5. Try the all-new Crafted Flats starting at $5 each, only from Pizza Hut.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them, and then you're kind of done for the day.
Football.
Guys, what are we watching?
We're not watching, we're waiting for ACC football.
And if we stare at the TV long enough, it will come on.
Come on.
So you guys believe in magic?
I believe in the best quarterbacks in the country.
Well, I believe in the best matchups.
See?
Told you. It's beautiful.
And this is why I believe in the remote.
No. Magic.
Welcome back to ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by Ram Trucks. You're watching the ACC on ESPN. Well, in the top 10, Florida State, but a road test in the ACC. Oftentimes, it's not easy. They were down 14-0 after turning it over twice, came back, took a 21-14 lead, and then Virginia was able to score before halftime. We start fresh. Bob Wischusen, Louis Riddick, Chris Budden with us as well. All right, lessons to be learned for both teams about turnovers, especially in the first half.
Yeah, you saw the 14 points both teams scored off of turnovers. That's got to be message number one from both of these coaching staffs. Take care of the football. We have a great chance to win this football game. Withstand the surges. Take care of the ball, though. Quarterbacks, let's not force it into coverage. Let's not try and let's be secure with it when we're running it, Tommy Castellanos. And let's have a great half and may the best team win. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, every time there was a turnover in the first half, it cost the team that turned it over 7. And it will come out on the touchback to begin the third quarter. Chris Budden, a chance to talk with both coaches.
Yeah, Tony Elliott, all smiles when he came out of the locker room, said, Chris, this is championship football. I couldn't ask for anything more from my team. Said he really liked the way that they started off this ball game. It's going to be about who wins the middle 8 and also who wins the turnover battle. But we told our guys this was going to be a one-possession ball game. As for Mike Norvell, he really liked the response from his team, down 14 points. Said I could not ask for a better response to that. But defensively, we've got to be better tackling and bringing guys down to the ground and finishing plays.
It's exactly what Mike Norvell told us he wants to see from his team, that he didn't see last year. Character. When there's a gut check to be had, do they respond? They responded in the first half. Will that response continue here in the third quarter? And they'll start it with a Sawchuk carry. And he'll start by losing a yard. Driven back by Fisher K-Mac. Jameer Carter in on the stop as well.
This rushing offense for Florida State is one of the best, if not the best in the country. That's priority number one for defensive coordinator John Rudzinski and the 11 men on the field. You've got to slow that down first.
Castellanos takes command. Plenty of time on the play clock. Runs the option and keeps it. K-Mac helps bring him down. And it'll be third down and about 8 after a gain of 3.
That is a heck of a job by linebackers James Jackson and Cam Robinson, who we haven't talked much about, number 5, to do it all, everything Mike Backer of playing that zone read. They played it in tandem perfect. Now they got a third and long.
Cam Robinson only been out for a couple of games, or back for a couple of games after a collarbone injury. And this quick hitter is there for a first down conversion. LaWayne McCoy settled down past the sticks and moves the chains for the Noles. And they waste no time. Up-tempo Castellanos. Sawchuk. Turn back. Ran right into big Jameer Carter. 6th year, 311 pounds from Baltimore.
He took on the double team and split it. At 6'2", 311 pounds, he embodies everything that they want out of a Virginia football player. Couldn't play that any better.
Castellanos off play action. Sidearms one left, and Squirrel White comes back and makes the catch about a yard short of the first down. Emmanuel Carley closed the distance, so it's third down again, 3rd and 1. Sawchuk up the middle. Forward progress very close. And they'll say without measurement that he got there.
That's a good, tough run by Sawchuk. James Jackson getting low, trying to prevent him from getting the first down. What you like here is that Castellanos looks real calm in the pocket, throwing the football. Gus Malzahn kind of changing up the passing game a little bit, getting Tommy out on the perimeter, changing the launch point a little bit, showing just how complementary this offense can be.
Whole new defensive line put in the game, and they cannot find Chroma. The freshman Usman Chroma bobs and weaves all the way down to the 30-yard line of Virginia. 23 yards.
You see Tommy Castellanos took a heck of a hit by Daniel Rickard. I mean, it was just big time. Made the right decision as far as his ball handling.
Chroma again. How about the balance through contact to the 25-yard line? He was hit behind the line of scrimmage and picked up 5 after contact.
I mean, Chroma's a stud. 2 all-day assignment. Here comes Sawchuk back in the game. But this is about Tommy Castellanos on this drive as far as the decision-making that you're seeing in the run game, not just the passing game, but in the run game as far as the zone read. He knows when to pull it, when to hand it off. This is why he's such a great fit for Gus's offense.
There's Castellanos pulling it, making that decision and going down. Now, maybe, Lewis, we've talked about it, the most underrated part of quarterback play, not just making those decisions, but even checking to runs, right? Like the quarterback has so much to do with what run a team gets into.
That's right. And he is in full control. Now that time, number 17, Mitchell Melton, made a nice play on the perimeter, turning Tommy back inside. Now they've got a 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Where are you going on 3rd down?
Well, I'll tell you what. Deuce Robinson has been going to work. You see him down here at the bottom of the screen, 6'6", wide receiver on the outside.
Castellanos on the keeper, trapped up in the backfield and dragged down by Mitchell Melton. The Ohio State transfer, tackle for loss. It'll be a field goal attempt.
They call him Money Mitch. You see him right here. Just look at the play he makes coming off the edge. Made a nice play on Castellanos on the play previous. And now again, it is not easy getting your hands on a runner as skilled as Castellanos and getting him in on the ground in the open field. That's two big-time plays by Mitchell Melton.
44-yard attempt for Weinberg. His career long is 45, but they think he has a leg to kick it from 55, if not 60. Plenty of distance, but the direction off. Misses it wide right. Words that haunt Florida State.
Wide right. Yeah, that's not what they want to hear. Sorry. Bend, but don't break, Virginia. This crowd's going to be back into it. Mike Norvell knows this is going to be a 60-minute game.
With less pain and swelling from active psoriatic arthritis, imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. Some patients even felt less fatigued. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
Now that I've reevaluated my benefits and savings with Voya, I'm feeling great. How's your retirement plan going?
Oh, I've been ignoring it and hoping for the best. Come on, good retirement.
Don't just hope for a strong future, plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
Applebee's new Ultimate Trio. Mix and match 3 ultimate apps with 3 ultimate dipping sauces to create your own Applebee's Ultimate Trio with over 80,000 combinations. All for the ultimate price of $14.99.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
On a slippery Fansville.
I'm number 1.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Any minute now.
Oh, he's going.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
Here we go, man. We got it.
Yes, yes, yes! Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Yes!
My wife is having a baby.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
Fill your potatoes? Oh yes. Fill your eggs and pasta? Hello, creaminess. Philadelphia, a creamy touch of magic.
The SEC on ABC, Saturday.
This atmosphere is electric.
Two teams that have big aspirations.
This is the rivalry that's defined legacies.
All day Saturday, beginning at noon Eastern on ABC.
Well, as you would imagine, Florida State has played a lot of unranked opponents when they've been ranked in the top 10, because they've been ranked in the top 10 a lot over the years. They don't lose often. Virginia, well, only 3 all-time wins when they've been unranked against top 10 opponents. They only have 6 wins total against top 10 opponents, but 2 of those wins against Florida State. And they've got the ball back. They've got Jamari Taylor on the grounds as James Williams wraps him up after a gain of about 4.
It's a measuring stick game for different reasons. It's been the theme I've been trying to establish since the very beginning. For Virginia, have you finally arrived in terms of this new landscape of college football here in 2025? They have a nice program going, as evidenced by the score. And for Florida State, are you for real this year? Are you a team that's going to be there in the very end, challenging for a national title? These are the kind of games you're going to have to find a way to win.
They run it again. And not much there for Taylor. Mantrell Desir, one of the identical twin defensive tackles, along with his brother Darryl, that have been impact players for the Noles, made the stop.
It's such an athletic play. They were on a little bit of a line twist, and you just see Mandrell Desir at 6'4", 262. He moves around like a linebacker, both him and Darryl, number 90. These guys are going to be foundational players for this program for the next couple of years until you see them on Sundays in the NFL.
Took up football when they were 7. It was a good decision. Virginia looking for another third down conversion. 4-man rush. Underneath throw, Trell Harris turns upfield and gets it. 8 yards for Harris. Juice Cryer brought him down, and Chandler Morris, is he hurt?
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on him. You're going to see his right arm hits.
He's not right, and that's his throwing arm.
It hits Kevin Wigginton as he's trying to get this ball down the field.
So they will run it. Spinning for about 6 is Jamari Taylor. But what happened to Chandler Morris on the last play?
Trying to get it over his 6'5" right guard as he's getting pushed back in the pocket. You're going to see right there, his hand hits the top of his helmet. And he's holding that thumb. How many quarterbacks have we seen get hurt because they hit their hands on the helmets of their own offensive lineman or defensive lineman?
And he stays in. What kind of a grip do you imagine he's got on the football if he's nursing that right hand?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, this is where Des Kitchens, the offensive coordinator, has to be aware of this. Make sure he's good to go. Communicate with him in the coach-to-player headset.
Well, they keep it on the ground with Xavier Brown, and that works. So that's allowing the right hand to recover for Chandler Morris on the field. A 9-yard gain and a first down.
And what a nice job of securing the edge by the Virginia offensive line. And Xavier Brown with that quick cut outside and getting that ball upfield. Both him and Jamari Taylor have been money tonight.
That puts Virginia over 100 yards rushing. And we still have a quarter and a half to go. Brown cuts it outside. 5 more yards to the 40-yard line of FSU. Their run defense only allowed 55 yards on the opening drive when they played Alabama to begin the season. 32 yards rushing on 17 attempts the rest of the game. It was the fewest yards that Alabama had run for in a season opener since the mid-70s. But the rush attack continues here for Xavier Brown. It's a different story tonight for Virginia.
I know we can't run these plays back because they're going at tempo, but the cuts that Xavier Brown is making, these jump cuts, are the kind of things you see at the NFL Combine when they're doing drills. It looks beautiful. And this offensive line is getting pushed. Here he goes again.
And toss it to him again. Spinning is Brown. Working hard.
Again,
just about to the red zone.
Des Kitchens, Tony Elliott, they know that their quarterback, you just wonder how much do they know about how he's feeling right now. Well, they have leaned on the running game now ever since he hit his hand on the helmet of Kevin Wigginton, the right guard. Hey, if you're Tony Elliott, you're saying keep calling it. And if you're Tony White, you're saying, hey, man, we got to slow this down. This is the kind of drive that this takes the life out of you as a defense.
And now Jamari Taylor back in. Another handoff. Another crease. Another first down. Oh, then he struck a tackler. When Darius Jones paid the price when he hit Jamari Taylor. 9 yards.
Again, you better strap up when these running backs are coming through. You see how his head went back? That is not fun. That is not fun.
You say that as if you know.
Yeah, that didn't happen to me a lot. I was usually the hammer. But I can tell you this. I got my teeth almost knocked out a few times because of backs who run just like that.
In the red zone. A first down. Virginia keeping it on the ground with Taylor. Close to the 10-yard line. Jaden Jones got him on the ground after a game of about 2.5.
They haven't thrown the ball ever since that play with Chandler Morris. And they haven't had to. I'm telling you, this is the kind of drive, though, as a defense and as a coaching staff, when you're on the defensive side of the ball, it just takes the life out of you. When you know they're just trying to run it against you, and you're calling defenses in fronts to try and slow it down, and you can't do it. It's the kind of...
Jamari Taylor again. Again, he lowers the boom, and he ends up standing over the top of Ashlyn Parker as he steps out of bounds, a gain of 5. Let's check in with Chris.
After every handoff, Chandler Morris will take that right hand and wrap it in the towel, trying to open it up and down, up and down. You can tell it's painful.
Yeah, he's trying to fight through it. He is a gamer now.
His run game's helping him. 7 consecutive handoffs since he injured the hand. And it's 3rd down. Big 3rd down inside the 10-yard line at the 7. He'll keep it. He'll score. Second rushing touchdown for Chandler Morris.
Quarterback's making good decisions, reading the end man on the line of scrimmage. Watch, he's just going to go in here, and he's just going to pull it. It's just a great decision on the part of Chandler Morris. And then watch Sage Ennis. He just seals the edge. Chandler uses his legs, says, Tommy Castellanos, how you like this as far as ball handling? What a great game.
Well, Lewis, what a drive. 12-play drive, 11 runs. That is a statement from the Hoos.
Jamari Taylor, Ashlyn Barker, that was a titanic hit on the sideline. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you want to put the heavier items on the bottom.
Let's let him do his job.
Right.
Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Latte for Jan?
We got a latte for Jan.
Remember, you don't work here.
Latte for Jan?
Ooh, I think the chicken marsala.
Ooh, I would not have that.
Julie?
Jan, Jan as in January.
Canned goods, OJ, root beer, then probably sandwich cookies.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Could be Jan, I guess. Jan?
This is the Emirates Premium Economy seat. Economy. Perhaps they need to call it something else.
$7 for coffee? Nah. How about Sonic's salted caramel toffee iced coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey.
You want to live free?
Touchdown! Will they play it safe or make the bold choice and go for 2?
Go for it.
Gotta go for dos. Go for dos. Going for 2. Grab the Dos Equis. They're going for dos. Dos Equis. Always go for dos.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
How does Freshpet make healthy food for dogs? The same way you make healthy food for people. Harvest fresh.
Ship it fresh.
And craft it into recipes that are vet-developed and protein-packed. Because your dog deserves fresh, healthy food just like you. Freshpet. Healthy food fresh from the fridge.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Choose joy. Choose the road. Choose your people. Choose your shot. Take it. Choose to get in there. Even better, get out there. That's it. Way out there. Choose your calling. Choose to really care. Choose to go for it. Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move.
I'll wake up.
We are back with tonight's dependable player, brought to you by Mavis Tire. Well, Chandler Morris injuring his hand on that last drive. But, Lewis, what's dependable from there? Their run game.
Yeah, I mean, look, the 1-2 combination of Xavier Brown and Jamari Taylor, I mean, they just complement each other so well, and they're such great competitors. And what can you say about Chandler Morris? He says, hey, maybe I'm not sure if I can throw it on this drive, but I can for sure run it. I mean, just what a soul-crushing type of drive. I cannot underestimate, I can't overstate how important that was, the way in which they conducted themselves there. Florida State got to respond again. First the offense, and then when the defense goes back out there. Because now they're sitting there going, oh boy.
The 12-play touchdown drive, the only pass was the pass Morris hurt his hand on. Virginia has the lead. Florida State has the ball.
Can the Nissan Frontier out-monster a monster truck? Not that you would, but you could. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
ProPlan believes exceptional nutrition fuels more than the days in your life. It fuels the life in your days. ProPlan. Fuel for life.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Pickable. I'm stumped. Friendly insurance lizard, first letter G. Geppetto?
Come on, you just switched to Geico for car insurance? They knew exactly what you needed?
The friendly people at Geico weren't lizards.
Think European accent, yay big.
Napoleon?
No.
Not even a lizard.
Maybe I can help. No way, it's the Geico Gecko. This guy knows crosswords.
64 across is quibble.
Thank you.
Get more support.
Is that how you spell fracascia?
Get more with Geico.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The conductor can single-handedly hype up the crowd. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
Y'all make sure y'all get 3 for $5 because they ain't advertising it, honey.
Oh, we're advertising it. Get 3 pieces of our crispy, juicy signature chicken for just $5. How's that?
Let's go to Popeyes.
Who can solve this equation?
Ooh! Me.
Anyone else? Fine. Jake from State Farm. Again.
Right. It's the personal price plan theorem. If you bundle your home and auto, that can equal an affordable price just for you.
Bundling. Just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Get the new bundle for all of ESPN's Monday Night Football, NFL Primetime, and more. And with NFL Plus Premium, get NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games, NFL Red Zone, and full game replays. Unlock it all with the ESPN and NFL Plus Premium bundle.
Welcome back. After getting checked out by the athletic trainers, Chandler Morris walks up. He's like, I'm good, guys. He directly goes up to the rest of the offense. He gets in their face and he screams all day long, this is what we do. I love it. And then immediately Tony Elliott came up and he was like, that's good. But also, guys, let's remember there's still a 0-0 ball game. Morris walked off afterwards, took a couple throws and some pain medication. But a little endurance, boys, will mask any sort of pain right now for him.
Yeah, the medication might come in handy. That's Chris Button, Bob Wischusen, and Louis Riddick here in the booth. Matt Austin, our officiating expert, with us as well. Ousmane Kromah right up the gut. Close to 7 yards on first down. Caleb Hardy ends up on top of Kromah.
Trying to corral this run game. Priority #1 for head coach Tony Elliott as far as his message to the defense coming into this football game. Got to try and keep it under control here. Continue to come downhill and attack these running backs with physicality.
And just like Virginia did, trying to exert their will with their run game, Florida State comes out pounding away with their run game, and they've got a first down.
It was interesting hearing Tony Elliott talk about the concerns he had on his own offensive line as far as handling the length of the Florida State defensive line. Well, I think they've answered that question here tonight.
Gavin Sawchuk back in now. Jet sweep. A broken tackle. Makai Danzig, he can fly. Stays in bounds, gets a few more yards. Makai Danzig is a 400-meter record holder.
Yeah, he's a state champion in the 200 and 400 when he was in high school. Got world-class speed. Sub 10.5 in the 100 meters. But he's a football player. They say he is not a track guy playing football. This is a football guy who happens to be super fast, and they love his potential.
You set the ACC 400-meter record. You certainly seem like a track guy. Quick hitter on the outside. And there is Danzy again.
Well, he double caught that ball, almost got away from him again. But these wide receivers from Florida State, especially Deuce Robinson, have been giving Virginia a lot of problems on the outside, especially the size of Deuce Robinson. And they've been rotating defensive backs on him, trying to get a better matchup.
Deuce Robinson, the USC transfer, all the way at the bottom of your screen to the near side right. Quarterback draw, Castellanos to the 20-yard line. Castellanos bounces it to the 10. He's out of bounds, close to the 5. First and goal, Florida State. 22 yards for Castellanos.
You see, just a design quarterback draw. Now Tommy's just running the space, trying to find green grass and use his athletic ability. Wide receivers turning the blockers down the field. Tommy's doing what he does best. Again, the maturity, the leadership, responding to adversity, all the things that Mike Norvell wants his football team, believed his football team had, they're showing it again.
221 rushing yards now for FSU. Chroma has to fight maybe for a yard. Gets to the 4. It'll be second down and goal. 45 seconds left in the quarter.
They have used the Wildcat twice when they've gotten down here inside the 5 in scoring territory. They have so much in their bag, and it looks like they're going to it once again.
Tight end Randy Pittman. He scored on a Wildcat run. They'll run it again. Jump pass instead. Guess who? Deuce Robinson. Touchdown. Florida State goes to the bag of tricks, and Randy Pittman, the tight end, becomes the quarterback.
I mean,
and we've got a one-point game again.
You just knew the pass was coming off of this. Watch how the offensive line holds their blocks. He's just going to go in here, and you're going to see Deuce Robinson just sneak right in there. It's a great play call to go off of the run from earlier. That's how you set up plays as a play caller. That's why they believe in Gus Malzahn and call him the Wizard.
18 seconds to go in the third quarter, and now we're tied at 28.
I mean, it's just perfectly executed. It's just setting plays up, giving them the same look. Hey, they're going to run it with Randy Pittman. No, he's just going to jump up in the air. He's a tight end now. And we're going to throw it to our 6'6" wide receiver. I mean, that's just exactly what you want.
Another response for Mike Norvell's team.
But he knows they're in for a fight here. This is going to come down to a last possession or a turnover, some kind of mistake. And that's, I mean, this is theater. This is exactly the kind of football you want to see. I mean, Mike, you can just see in his eyes, man. You can just see him looking up in the air like he knows that he's in for a fight here tonight. Now, what does Chandler Morris have? How does he answer? They go back to the run game. Can he throw the football? I mean, I don't know if you can keep running the ball 8, 9, 10 times in a row. We're going to find out.
Another touchback. Florida State has not allowed a kickoff return so far this season. What hangs in the balance in the next 15 minutes and 18 seconds, and who knows how much longer? Well, according to our ESPN analytics, both of these teams get close to being a coin flip to make the ACC championship game. Based on tonight's result, the winner is going to be right in the thick of the ACC race.
A lot at stake. A lot at stake within the conference, nationally for Florida State. And Virginia can announce their arrival in 2025 with a statement win here.
It shows from our analytics standpoint, at least, how good the computers think that Virginia is. Overthrowing everyone, Chandler Morris. He took a shot for Trell Harris, but but he overthrew Quindarius Jones as well.
Just keep probing the deep third of this secondary, trying to get Trell Harris loose. You got to give the Florida State corners credit. They have been on this all night long. Whether it be Jones, Jabril Rawls, Jerry Wilson, they have all not been on the double moves at all and haven't allowed the big passing game on the outside to get going.
Scans the field, comes back to his right, and finds a wide open Eli Wood. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter.
Guess the thumb's okay, huh? That was a rocket.
Think the fourth quarter should be fun?
See you soon in a couple minutes.
Behind every DIY
is more help than you think.
Try this for a clean line.
Nice.
Sometimes help is delivered.
And some things have just got to go.
Don't worry, these will go quick.
I wonder if I can link two ropes together.
Perfect. Because do it yourself
doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
What are you working on?
You're feeding my grand dog Blue, right?
Purina One.
The Blue's got deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to Blue.
At Burger King, we don't listen to celebrities. We listen to you. Your next creation is here. The Crispy Onion Whopper. It's got the crisp, the crunch, the bacon, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't.
Give me that.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching. Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You got to swivel those hips, right? And you got to swing. Or... And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Been like for real. Like it's just like these, like the classics. You cannot beat these toppings. The Royals way better. The bread, them played out, man. You wearing mine right now. That's because I gotta put you on drill. I gotta put you on there.
After the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato. No need to look that up. It's true. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. Backed by obsessive demand, KFC wings and wedges.
All my ladies roll your deal like this. When you move your body, feel confident. All my ladies try this deal real quick. Let your body how you see fit.
My neck, not back. I smell so good, they ask.
Come on, guys, eat your food. Let's go. I want to taste your banana pudding. You taste my banana pudding.
It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry me?
Is my makeup messy? Yes, it's messy.
Save 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank that's your ally.
When 2 school plays went dark, this Adam was not on WhatsApp. This Adam was. So when this Adam texted a photo, it came out blurry.
This chat is a nightmare.
And no one could help. But this Adam sent an HD photo on WhatsApp.
Let's go.
And saved the play.
We have lights. Thanks, everybody.
This is a disaster.
Actors.
Coach, what did you see in the response from your quarterback after injuring his thumb, being able to have that scoring drive?
Oh, man, we put it on the offensive line and the running backs, and I think we had a 12-play drive, 11 runs, and they found a way to get it in the end zone. But it's the fourth quarter. This is where we want to be. I told them it's going to be a one-possession ball game. Hey, how fun is this? All right, let's go see if we can go win one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Tony Elliott has so much faith in Chandler Morris. Of course, he's known him since he was about 7 years old. Chandler Morris's dad, Chad, was the offensive coordinator for Dabo Swinney at Clemson. He preceded Tony Elliott being the offensive coordinator at Clemson. And they'll run a trick play. Sedarian Harrison. He's going to heave one. And it's incomplete. That might have been ill-advised when it wasn't there at first. They tried the backward pass, wide receiver bomb. And that was a risky throw.
Yeah, I promise you, Tony Elliott and Des Kitchen, the offensive coordinator, were saying, don't you dare. Don't you. Okay, we're not calling that anymore. All right, you come over here, get a little Gatorade, and we'll just go back. And you can see the look on his face, like, come on now. Let's just keep to what we've been doing. Get this ball back in the hand of the running backs.
And now it's Harrison Whaley's turn. To the 50-yard line for 4. So a big 3rd down and 6 to start the 4th quarter here for UVA.
You see 6 of 8 tonight on 3rd down. Who haven't we heard from in this wide receiver core? How about Cam Ross, number 6? He's been electric in the slot for them this year. They haven't been able to find him on the outside or find him in the middle of the field and get him going. But he's got a ton of juice. See him down here going in motion.
They'll try and run for it instead with Whaley. And now a decision to make for Tony Elliott. In a 28-28 tie on FSU's side of the 50, do you go for it on 4th down and a full 3 yards? Their offense is staying on the field.
You see Tony Elliott telling them.
And he's trying to quiet the crowd down. How about this decision? Do you like it?
Hey, I admire it. They're in it to win it in this game. He's putting a lot of faith in Chandler Morris right now to make the right decision, survey the front, survey the coverage, get him in the right play.
Is it a hard count? They'll snap it. Here comes a blitz. Morris finds the crosser. Guess who? Louis Riddick. You wondered where Cam Ross was. He just showed up on 4th down.
I mean, that's just a great call. Again, they're getting a little bunch set at the top of the screen, and they just sneak Cam Ross underneath all the traffic, creates a natural pick, and then here he comes. You're going to see him come at the top of your screen. Just look him underneath. He loses his man-to-man coverage. That's just a great call by Des Kitching. Great call.
Ross in motion again. They hand it instead to Taylor. Shaheem Brown came up and punished Jamari Taylor after a short game.
Again, lean on this offensive line. Lean on the big guys up front. 3/5 of what you thought were going to be your starting offensive line are gone, and they're still running the football at an amazing clip against a huge Florida State defensive front.
On the left side of the offensive line, Mikhail Boley, Noah Josie. Those guys starters from the beginning of the season. But from center over to the right-hand side, it's been a juggling act because of injuries. Taylor, nowhere to go. That time behind the line of scrimmage, he was dragged down by Edwin Joseph. So now it's 3rd down and long. 3rd and at least 9, close to 10.
You want to at least come out of this with 3 if you're Virginia. So no negative plays. Be careful with the football. You want to at least be able to attempt a field goal. And if you're Florida State, you want to get out of here. See if you can create some kind of negative play. Just don't get the ball thrown over your head. There's some confusion in the back end.
Taylor went in motion. Empty backfield. The catch made by Edrin. Fighting for extra yards. Grinds his way down to about the 25-yard line. Just short. Jabril Rawls was there first.
Jamal Edrin is 6'3", 221 pounds, and you saw all of it right there.
It's 4th down and about 1.5 yards. Well, they went for it on 4th and 3. You have to know they're going for it on 4th down and less than that.
Yeah, they've got the hammer in the game, Jamari Taylor. If you're going to run it, I'd run it behind Noah Josie and Mikhail Boley on the left side of that offensive line.
Taylor has it. Another 4th down conversion for the Hoos.
This game has every everything you want in football. Everything. Battles along the offensive line, strategy, going for it on fourth down, cat and mouse between offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. This right here is the epitome of football.
The last touchdown drive for Virginia was 12 plays. The 11th play now of this drive. Back for Whaley. Into the red zone.
The offensive line taking over this game. And it was concern number one for Tony Elliott when we talked to him. How are we going to handle the length of this defensive front? Just look how big. Just look on your screen. You see the size of Florida State's defensive line. And his big guys up front are responding. They are getting bodies on bodies, getting people turned and creating seams.
Time on the play clock. It's down to 5. And now motion. We've only had 5 penalties tonight.
Offense. Number 68. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That becomes the 6th. So each team with 3 penalties against. And that brings the line of scrimmage back outside the red zone. Second down and long. 2nd and 11. Chandler Morris underneath. Dakota Twitty inside the 15. You got most of what they needed. 3rd and very manageable. 3rd down and about 3.
Just being patient, throwing the ball underneath. Florida State secondary playing for the deep balls down the field, making sure they keep everything in front and just rally up and tackle. It's time-consuming, efficient football.
Amari Taylor, jump cut in the backfield to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Virginia. Unless they march him down at the 11. It is a 1st down. Let's see where they spot the football. It might be 1st and 10 at the 11, but it is a fresh set of downs. So they can get another 1st down inside the 1. A drive that's approaching 7 minutes off the clock. Taylor lowers his shoulders into a mosh pit inside the 10.
Yeah, we've seen this at the NFL level. We see it at the college level. You see it at the high school level. The effect that this kind of drive, especially when you're running the football like this, what it does to the morale of your football team. When you just can't slow it down and the clock is just ticking. I mean, it's amazing what is happening here considering the deficiencies. And you see Tony White, the defensive coordinator for Florida State, just going deep into his bag, trying to figure out how to get this slowed down.
Morris pulls it. Chandler Morris has a hat trick. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. A flag thrown, though, behind the play. It's coming back.
Holding. Offense. Number 6. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Pam Ross called for a hold. And the wry smile from the head coach.
Yeah, you can see it out on the perimeter. He was about to lose the defensive back. You can see him right here. He grabbed, you see the right hand. And Shyheim Brown is trying to free his guy up for a touchdown. And sometimes you can live with that as a coach. I mean, you don't want that obviously to happen on a touchdown run, but you understand what your guy's trying to do.
So now 2nd down and 14. Back at the 15. Morris, wheel route. Drives it in! Xavier Brown, touchdown!
running the wheel route. Look, he's chasing from the get-go because he's having to peel and pick up the back. And you see right there, when you see a defender put his arm out like that, the reason why he's putting it out is because he knows he's out-leveraged and he's going to lose the foot race battle, and he's trying to slow him down. Great play call once again by Des Kitchens.
Lewis.
Just a methodical drive.
16 plays, 75 yards.
I mean, it just takes the life out of you, and it was just so efficient. A lot of maturity, and it ends in 6.
We back.
I need your help, Sensei.
I need a weapon, man. All you got is damn nunchucks. You know where I can get a gun? Whoa, what's going on? I need to find my daughter.
Let's play offense.
1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Sir, do you know your last name?
Batman.
Leonardo DiCaprio, one battle after another. Rated R.
At Napa, we're the pros that know how to make your business our business. Pros everywhere you need us, with every part you need. From brake pads to stock your shop in Orange County, California.
Brake pads.
To oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
On a slippery Fansville.
I'm number 1. Look, our QB's on the draft slide. Any minute now.
Oh, he's going. I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a pepper thing.
Let me get you a cold one. Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county.
You eat buffalo?
No, it's just chicken. It was invented in Buffalo, the city.
So it's not buffalo?
You all right, man?
It's quite spicy.
Drink the beer.
(911) What is your emergency?
Hey, we're in downtown LA, and it looks like something's falling out of the sky, like right on the city.
Help is on the way.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus 3,100 total value on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional 3,500 purchase allowance.
You fall in love, sing boom, the sky up above, sing boom, it's caving in. Wow, bam! You've never been so nuts about a guy. You wanna laugh, you wanna cry, you cross your heart and hope to die. When you're falling in love.
Welcome back to ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by Ram Trucks. The last two Who's drives, 28 total plays, both resulting in touchdowns. And Lewis, all in all, 14 minutes and 11 seconds time of possession on those two drives combined.
Keep saying it. It just takes so much out of you defensively and infuses your team with confidence that you can snatch the wheel from your opponent if you want to, and they know it's coming. That's how you want to play football at the highest level.
Dad, I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly.
That's gonna be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad, just drink it. But why?
Why? It's 40 degrees below. Do you think we're standing here for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings, but only if you drink it.
Aww.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
This is Judy and Pedro. They just bought their first home and are learning a lot. Thanks to Google, Pedro knows more than he wanted to about gravel. Huh. And Judy wouldn't call herself a plumber, but she dabbles.
Wait, how do these things work together? Honey, I did it!
So far, if they've learned one thing about home ownership, is that there's a lot to learn. Good thing you can just ask Google.
Man, this takes me back.
All your Y2K favorites are back for only $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment. Long-lasting EYLEA HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. EYLEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take EYLEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about next generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
ESPN College Football Primetime is presented by Rare, official sponsor of the College Football Playoff.
The most iconic win, arguably in Virginia history, when they stormed the field 30 years ago over number 2 Florida State. Adrian Burnham punched the ball out as Warrick Dunn tried to break the plane on the last play of the game. One of only 6 all-time top 10 wins for Virginia's program. 2 of those, though, against Florida State, including that iconic 1995 win. I saw Tiki Barber, who, of course, was the star running back of that Virginia team, say he was on the sideline. And they direct snapped the ball to Warrick Dunn. And when that happened, Tiki said, oh, we're dead. It's over. He's going to score. And then all of a sudden, the defense stopped him at the goal line. And they stormed the field. Echoes of that tonight. That's how much fun this game's been. Castellanos to his main target, Deuce Robinson again. Robinson, back shoulder, 30 yards.
They have no answer for Deuce Robinson. They put the 6'4" Jordan Robinson on him to try and get a better size and length matchup. And Tommy Castellanos just puts it right on the money. That back shoulder, I mean, it's pinpoint.
7 catches, 134 yards for Deuce Robinson. Castellanos off play action. Looking for the same guy, same route. And that time underthrown. Robinson, instead of looking back shoulder, was just headed down the sideline.
Yeah, if you're Virginia, you got to think about maybe going a little double team and little cloud corner, trying to get a jam at the line of scrimmage, rolling a safety over top and take him out of this. Because right now, I mean, 7 for 134, you've got to slow him down. But at the same time, you got to commit enough defenders to the box to slow down this run game.
Chroma spins out of a tackle in the backfield. And what a terrific run to just pick up a couple of yards. Daniel Rickard got through first, but he couldn't bring down Ousmane Chroma.
They slowed him down just long enough for Cam Robinson to come in pursuit.
3rd down and 8.
You see that clock, 6 minutes and 26 seconds with the way Virginia has been holding on to the football. If you're Florida State, you're thinking, we got to find a way to pick up this first. Is this 2-down territory if you get a nice positive play here?
Four-man rush. Crosser is there. Short of the first down. They rally to bring down Makai Danzy. 4th down and 2.
And here it is. This is what we're just talking about. You get a nice positive gain, get yourself in 4th and short. It's got to be 2-down territory. And now, you see they're bringing in speed. Here comes Squirrel White, number 4, coming onto the field. Everybody play your assignment if you're Virginia. If you're Gus Malzahn, you're saying, Tommy Castellanos, go to work, make the right decision.
He sneaks under center. World White in motion. They fake the end around. Castellanos gets it himself and more. Slides down to the 30-yard line for the second fourth down conversion of the night for Florida State.
It's the great read on the part of Tommy. He makes the right decision here. You see, he's going to fake the end around. And then he's got like a three-level flood concept on the outside. Doesn't see anything he likes immediately and says, look, I got space. I'm picking this up.
11 carries, 69 yards rushing for Castellanos. And a touchdown. Now he'll throw. Check that quarterback draw. And he sits down. Actually took a loss of a yard. Son Prevard pressured him, and Cam Robinson there as well.
And what were we talking about? Maybe going a little bit of zone, trying to get some jams on the outside and preventing this passing game. That's exactly what Virginia went to. Everybody was covered up. Tommy had to pull the ball down. And as you pointed out, he takes a loss on the play. So that's a major win right there for Virginia in this second and long situation.
Blitz. Castellanos squeezes one in again to Deuce Robinson. About a yard, maybe a yard and a half shy of the first down.
Here they come with a five-man pressure. You get one-on-one on the outside. Castellanos reads it perfectly. He goes, bingo, I've got one-on-one again to my guy, Deuce Robinson, who is just having a career type of night.
They mark him down at the 23, so it's third down and 2.
Look at that, 8 for 144, 18 average.
Chroma. Bouncing off contact at the line of scrimmage, he's short. Fourth down and 1. Florida State's 2 for 2 on fourth down, and they'll have to try it again. 3:15 to go.
See him bringing in the big boys, some extra tight ends. You see Amari Williams, 40 coming in, 18 Landon Thomas. This is where you got to be on top of it from a secondary standpoint. It looks like an easy run formation.
Play fake for Castellanos. He's in trouble. To the sideline. Underthrown. Possibly intercepted. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, Virginia's got the football. Cam Robinson didn't buy the fake. He pressured Castellanos.
I mean, this is perfect. I said, as a secondary, you have to be on it, meaning keep your eyes on your work. They brought in the big people, making you think they're going to run it, but they throw it. That's how you answer the bell if you're Virginia's defense.
The Roofman robbed his 45th McDonald's.
You think I don't know what you're doing, Roofman? Good criminals are cold.
Good morning, team.
Calculated.
Oops. Think about who you talk to. You just look like this all the time.
You got to lay low.
What the? Oh my God! He's a very smart individual, but he will be captured.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Roofman, rated R.
The Loaded Italian has classic flavors with an Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like the Pope. And people line up to see him. Arby's, we have the meats.
Hey. Hey. Well, Mazda.
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 The 3-row Mazda CX-90. It's made to move you.
Take advantage of one of these exceptional offers at your local Mazda dealer today.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you?
Y'all make sure I'll get 3 for $5 because they ain't advertising it, honey.
Oh, we're advertising it. Get 3 pieces of our crispy, juicy signature chicken for just $5. How's that?
Let's go to Popeyes. That chicken from Popeyes.
Don't worry, Shaq. The General gives you a break, whether it's on your car insurance
or a break from your car acting up.
My leg! Go on without me. We've got you covered, Bumblebee. Oh, my hero. For a great low rate, go with the General.
Arthritis causes pain in your joints. Unlike pills, Voltaren gel is applied to the site of pain, penetrating deep through the skin to the joint, reducing intense pain caused by inflammation so you can move more freely. Voltaren, clinically proven, long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
The WNBA playoffs, only on ESPN and streaming on the all-new ESPN app.
The moment is upon us.
He has all the skills.
Alex Pineda!
Fourth in the octagon. 2 world championship fights. My goodness, I can't wait.
Virginia gets the stop on downs. They've got the ball back. Florida State has their timeouts. The 2-minute timeout is there to help them as well. But they need a 3 and out. Jamari Taylor spins for only about 1.5 yards. And there is timeout number 1 called by Mike Norvell.
First charge timeout, Florida State. It will be 30 seconds.
Well, Lewis, let's take a look at our dynamic play of the game brought to you by T. Rowe Price.
And you just see it here. How about this wheel route? Just a beautiful throw from Chandler Morris to Xavier Brown. Got the one-on-one coverage against Elijah Herring. And Chandler Morris, bad thumb and all, just drops it in there perfectly. I mean, what a heck of a game. 3 ties, 2 lead changes. How much the turnovers have made a difference, because both teams have capitalized on them. Chandler Morris, 223 pass yards. He responded well to the interceptions. And then the Virginia defense just showing up in that heavy run formation. The secondary not falling for it. Now, can they close it out? Can Florida State get the ball back?
There might be some traffic on the field if Virginia holds on. A keeper for Morris. Another timeout called by FSU. He's 3 yards short. Earl Little made the stop on Chandler Morris.
Florida State. It will be 30 seconds.
2.5 minutes to go. And this, only the first half of our doubleheader tonight. ESPN College Football Primetime heads out west. Houston, Oregon State. Coming up next, Connor Wegman will try and continue a hot start for the Cougs. They are 3-0 for the first time since 2016, and their defense has showed out.
Connor Wegman, fantastic prospect, former Texas A&M Aggie. As you mentioned, the defense, we always love good defense. Always love good defense in this booth. They are off to a great start. They got their work cut out for them to top this game.
Now 3rd down and 3. Are you putting the ball in the air here, potentially off play action if you're Virginia, knowing that a first down basically wins you the game?
Look, I'm going to trust my quarterback. I'm going to trust him to make good decisions in the run game. He's done that in the zone read game. If you have some kind of RPO, I'm putting full trust in him.
They trust Jamari Taylor. FSU trusts their defensive front, and that pays off. Darrell Jackson Jr. right at the line of scrimmage met Jamari Taylor. And now downfield, Edrin and Rawls have to be separated. Boy, the last thing one of these two teams needs right here is a personal foul. The last time out spent by Florida State.
Well, Jamal Edrin had Jabril Rawls on his back. You're going to see it right here. He basically looks him up and dumps him. And then puts his forearm in his face, kind of holds him down to the ground, said, come on, let him up. Look, that's just, as a defensive back, that's not what you want. You don't want a wide receiver doing that to you, but Jamal Edrin is 6'3", 220. He's no joke. That's what this game has been. It's been physical like this all night long.
And the FSU defense did their job.
They sure
had to get a 3 and out.
Sure did.
And the punt group will be coming out for Virginia. So it will be on UVA's defense one more time to try and get a stop. And boy, 2:26 even without timeouts.
Yeah, it's a lot
Clock
of time.
stopping with first downs inside of the last couple of minutes. That's an eternity in college football.
You're Florida State right now. What are you telling your punt return unit? Hey, stay off the punter. Let's set up the return. We got Squirrel White back there. Let's see if we can pop one.
Squirrel White had a very good return in the first half. This a low line drive. He'll let it bounce. And it's down inside the 35 by Virginia. So pretty good field position for Tommy Castellanos. Florida State needs a touchdown, and they have plenty of time to get it done. 2:18. They have the 2-minute timeout, and Tommy Castellanos has been here before 4 times. He has won when trailing or tied in the fourth quarter.
He's just so dangerous. With his dual threat capabilities, he's thrown the football very well here tonight. Deuce Robinson has just gone off in this football game. So if you're Virginia, you're thinking, look, we got to keep Tommy contained. We got to make sure we take care of wide receiver 0. Roll some coverage to him while at the same time taking care of this run game.
They just took Deuce Robinson off the field. He was on the field, and one of the assistants pulled him off. So their number 1 receiver's not out there. Castellanos escapes the pocket right up the middle of the field. Gets all the way to the 50 before he slides.
Rush lanes, rush lanes, rush lanes.
And it looks like that's going to get us down to the 2-minute timeout. They can't get another snap off before the 2-minute.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Can Florida State tie the game? They've got 2 minutes to get it done.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The ultimate tailgater doesn't just show up, she shows out. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
Your ED could be in your head, but for too long, generic ED meds have just been focused on half the problem, giving no thought to the spark in your brain that sets things in motion. That's why we made Rougiette Ready, an ED med made to work on both brain and body. It's formulated to optimize your body's natural response and dissolves under your tongue, so you're ready fast, so you can finally get out of your head and get ready.
We put it through the worst, so you get its best. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
If the peanut butter in a Reese's could talk to the chocolate, what would it say? You complete me. Should we start a podcast? Who does your ridges? The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one, or all 5. Try the all-new Crafted Flats starting at $5 each, only from Pizza Hut.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us, on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Thanks for walking us through the plan.
Have fun with Lizzie this summer.
Doors connect us to what's important. A dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll help you build a personalized investment strategy. Doors were meant to be opened.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
All my ladies roll your deal like this. When you move your body, feel confident. All my ladies try this deal real quick. Let your body how you see fit.
My neck, your back, I smell so good, they ask.
Fill your potatoes? Oh yes. Fill your eggs and pasta? Hello, creaminess. Philadelphia, a creamy touch of magic.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Scott Stadium has been a fun place to be tonight. Papa Shoes and Louis Riddick, Chris Button, Matt Austin with you. Florida State trying to stay unbeaten. Virginia trying to do something for only the 4th time in their history. win against a top 10 opponent when they're unranked. They have to hold on for 2 more minutes to do it. FSU has to have a touchdown, and they are out of timeouts. Change of the play for Tommy Castellanos. Plenty of time on the play clock. Clean pocket. To the sideline, drops it in. All the way down inside the 20-yard line goes LaWayne McCoy. Out of bounds at the UVA 17. He picks up 34.
Corner Donovan Platt. Got to split the 2 wide receivers running down the right boundary.
Sawchuk. Inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. He's got 4 yards on first down.
You don't get any pass rush and you have breakdowns in the secondary, you're going to give up explosives. Tommy Castellanos is too good, seeing the field too well.
The pitch to Sawchuk. To the 10-yard line. Hammers out of bounds, close to a first down. And that'll stop the clock as well with 1:27 to go.
Down here is where the running ability of the quarterback makes it 11-on-11 football. This was always my favorite area of the field because it's about assignment football. It's a thinking man's game down here. There's no margin for error as a defender. And offensively, when you got a quarterback like Castellanos, he just puts so much pressure on you.
Goal to go for Florida State. Castellanos on a keeper. Tried to throw the ball. I think he was down. Daniel Rickert at the 11-yard line, dragged him to the turf.
You're going to see Rickert. What makes a fantastic play? Just watch the knees down.
The clock running as well. Virginia does have their timeouts. 5-man rush. Castellanos out of the pocket. He's in trouble. Jump ball in the end zone. Throws it through the back, and it hits the goalpost.
You know how we talked about defending the goal line. Virginia does a nice job of defending the goal line. Matching the patterns down the field in the pass rush. Just relentless getting after Castellanos, trying to keep him in the pocket. Can they hold on? 2 more downs. Or can Tommy Castellanos find a way to win this football game?
Bunched tight right in the slot is Deuce Robinson. Keep your eyes on number 0. Virginia with a 5-man blitz. Castellanos off his back foot again for Robinson. No. Overthrew it. And that time Prebar had him blanketed. It comes down to this. 4th down and goal from the 11.
Real good job of zone coverage. Picking up the patterns, matching them down the field, rushing with lane integrity. They brought 5, trying to get some pressure on the quarterback. They're trying to balance pass rush with coverage. You can't give Castellanos all day long.
Deuce Robinson. Florida State a point after away from a tie. What a catch by Pittman.
And what ball doesn't look like it's moving.
And that's the key. The ball can touch the ground if the receiver is deemed to have full control of it.
It doesn't look like it moved at all. That's a heck of an effort by Randy Pittman, returning from injury.
It looked like he trapped it right to his chest.
Sure did. Castellanos got drilled, rolling to his left, and puts it right where it needs to be.
And we have a chance to again listen in to the ACC Operations Center as they will review the touchdown.
That's your car view right there.
Yeah, guys, nothing stays where it is. Nothing shows me any different.
I agree. So right now, based off of this, the ruling on the field is upheld.
Copy that. I'm good.
Yeah, one more coming in. Okay. One more coming in.
We're good. Oh, wait, hold on.
One more coming in. One more coming in, Nate.
Something is coming in.
I got it.
Something coming in.
Program. One moment.
It's the handheld on that goal line.
Got it. Hold on. Let's just take a look here.
Okay, you have it slowed down.
Good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, hold on. Let's keep going. The ruling on the field is going to be upheld. We saw this. We're good.
Copy. I'm good.
All right,
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Mark. Further review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
It is a touchdown. And rightfully so.
Yeah, that's a big-time play. Big-time play.
So Weinberg for the point after. Now there's 36 seconds on the clock. Virginia still has all 3 of their timeouts. But we are now tied again. What a response again by Florida State.
You're just going to see Randy Pittman. He's coming out into your screen. He's the number 2 receiver in this 3-by-1. Go ahead and let it run. And you're going to see him. There he is in the slot. He's just going to run a little out and up. And Castellanos now just has to improvise, and so does Pittman. And he just banks on the fact that Pittman's going to break off his route, work back to the football. Castellanos off balance, getting drilled. He has to lay out with the defender on his back, secure the football through the ground, not have it move in a high-pressure situation. That's just incredible execution. Incredible execution.
That's as gutsy as it gets.
It sure is. That's big-time football between 2 of their very best players on the offensive side of the ball. They were excited about Pittman Jr. returning today to play.
Florida State, Boise State, they're the only 2 teams in America that have not allowed a kickoff return yet this season. And we won't get one here. That also means, though, that the clock stays put. 36 seconds remain, and Virginia has all 3 timeouts. Will Bettridge, 18 of 21 kicking field goals the last 2 years in a row. He's in the top 5 all-10 for Virginia. In points scored, his career-long 47. And that's about where Tony Elliott told us his maximum range is. They run it with Jamari Taylor. And will they call a timeout? They will. So they tried to catch Florida State expecting a pass. Darrell Jackson didn't buy it.
Virginia, it'll be 30 seconds.
So a run play up the middle for no gain cost them 9 seconds.
Yeah,
Bettridge would love a chance. But they've got a lot of real estate between where they are right now.
It's an interesting play call. I think the fans are screaming. They were thinking maybe it was a face mask. A little bit of a high tackle. You're just kind of wondering what was going on there as far as the play call. What's Tony Elliott thinking right here? Now you got 2nd and long. Got to work the boundaries, work the passing game. Make good decisions if you're Chandler Morris, if you're going to try and win this game in regulation.
And got all your timeouts, so the whole field is at your disposal. He's out of the pocket. He's going to take off and run. There goes Chandler Morris. Across the 40-yard line.
And now, it makes you wonder, again, what was the point of running the football on 1st down? I mean, this is the kind of thing you got to trust your quarterback to do. Make good decisions, use his legs if necessary, take what's there. Work the sidelines. You have the timeouts.
They do feel like they have to get Bettridge inside of the 35-yard line to be in his range. Looping throw down the sideline for an interception. Jabril Rawls picks off Chandler Morris. 12 seconds to go in regulation. Florida State has no timeouts yet left, and they are all the way down at about their own 30-yard line, so it looks like overtime.
This is what he's trying to run, this little flag route. But watch the corner. Watch number 11. He plays this perfectly. This is how you play it in too high. If he goes inside, you go ahead and just pass it off, and then you drive at 45 degrees for depth to help out your safety if he can't get over top. That is textbook corner play in cover 2. Force the receiver inside and then sink for depth, protect against the 7 route, and then you make the pick. You can't do it any better than that. Chandler Morris has got to know. You got to know. But man, that is good defensive back play. That makes me happy when I watch defensive backs play with that kind of fundamental sound technique. That's the way you coach it up.
And we will have overtime. Without any timeouts left, Mike Norvell just has Tommy Castellanos take a knee. Overtime in a moment.
The SEC on ABC, all day Saturday.
What a day for football.
This atmosphere is electric.
At noon, the Fighting Irish face the Razorbacks in Fayetteville. Then, LSU and Ole Miss battle to stay atop the conference.
Two teams that have big aspirations.
And in prime time, Alabama and Georgia square off.
This is the rivalry that's defined legacies.
The SEC on ABC, all day Saturday beginning at noon Eastern.
This is the wild card, where it's win or go home.
He got him!
They're here to catch fire.
This is smart.
Because this is the postseason, where all it takes is one hot streak to make a run for the title.
Unbelievable!
It's about to get wild.
MLB's Wild Card Series begins Tuesday on ABC, ESPN, and streaming on the all-new ESPN app.
Coach here. Nobody has more sports content than the all-new ESPN app. Nobody. College football, the NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, TGL, the NFL. We have the best championship. The NBA Finals, the WNBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals, the U.S. Open, PGA Tour, the college football playoff. We got SportsCenter with SBP, First Take with Stephen A, Get Up with Greeny, College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. All in ESPN, all in one place.
Hockey is here on ESPN.
It's the semifinals, and we on go. 4 teams, each one with something to prove.
What an exciting playoffs this has been so far.
We can't get enough of the WNBA playoffs. Only on ESPN and streaming on the all-new ESPN app.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Welcome to Overtime, presented by Cheez-It.
It's crunch time. In the first overtime, each team gets a possession starting at the opponent's 25-yard line. If it goes to a second overtime, teams again start at the 25-yard line, but must attempt a 2-point conversion after a touchdown with no extra points allowed. From the third overtime on, teams alternate 2-point conversion attempts from the 3-yard line until the game is decided.
We have now arrived at overtime. Florida State, a 500 team when the game goes to overtime. Virginia 4-9 all time, and it looks like Virginia has won the toss, and you elect to play defense because you want your offense to go out there knowing what they need.
There you go. The area of the field I love the most, as I stated earlier, in the red zone, in this case high red zone if you want to call that, at the plus 25. It's a thinking man's game. Smart football is going to win down here. This is high drama, man. You gotta love this.
And Tommy Castellanos in the backfield with a true freshman tailback. in Ousmane Kromah to start overtime. Kromah, not much on first down. Couple of yards to the 23. Second down and 8. The tackle made by Fisher K-Mac.
Mr. K-Mac has had a solid game against the run, getting some pressure, making good decisions on the edge as far as run support. Here you go, second down. This is Tommy Castellanos' area of the football field. Again, 11-on-11 football. His running ability is such a problem, and we've seen how he can throw it tonight.
The give to Kromah. Inside the 20-yard line. Third down and 3. Cut down by Prebar. Castellanos sneaks under center. Fakes the jet sweep. The throwback, underthrown and incomplete. He tried to set up Sawchuk. Now it's fourth down and 3. And it looks like Mike Norvell, for the first time tonight, is going to send out the field goal group. But check that they missed a field goal earlier. This is the second try for Weinberg, but from closer.
That may have scored. You had big Jameer Carter trying to get out there on that screen, giving it all he got. Wow.
36 yards to try and give FSU the overtime lead. Down the middle. But now a touchdown wins it for UVA.
Oh, boy.
That's why you play defense first, right? Now your offense goes out there knowing all the cards they've been dealt.
That's right. You know what you need. You know what you need. Got to make good decisions.
And it is Jamari Taylor lined up behind Morris.
Florida State, you got to communicate and you got to tackle. You got to get these.
Knowing all the cards they've been dealt.
That's right. You know what you need. You know what you need. Who are the key players here? Chandler Morris, his decision making. Jamari Taylor and Xavier Brown, they've been running the football with abandon. Got to make good decisions.
And it is Jamari Taylor lined up behind Morris.
Florida State, you got to communicate and you got to tackle. You got to get these backs on the ground.
Modest gain of close to 3 on first down for Jamari Taylor. Deontay McCray made the tackle. Second down and a long 7. Taylor again. Into a wall of bodies at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down. Deontay McCray again led the charge for FSU.
Now you figure they're going to put the ball up in the air. Here comes Cam Ross onto the football field. The dynamic slot player. It's third and a little bit longer, 3rd and 7. What kind of coverage are you anticipating? You're going to get some man coverage, getting a bunch set, try and get a natural pick route. That's what it looks like they're lined up at the top of the screen. Maybe anticipating some man coverage.
Here's a blitz. Spinning out, Chandler Morris. On the move across his body. Getting mugged inside the 10-yard line, knocked down Dakota 20. The entire Virginia sideline exploding, hoping for a flag. Nothing comes out, and here comes the field goal group.
You're going to see Twitty going across your screen. Let's take a look at it here on the replay. As he contacted early. You see Shyheim Brown, looks like he may have gotten there early. Wasn't looking for the football.
So Bettridge to try and tie it. And now a timeout called by Florida State before the field goal.
State. It'll be 30 seconds.
As they will try and ice Will Bettridge. Worth another look to see if Dakota Twitty was interfered with or not, Lewis.
Yeah, you see Shyheim Brown, number 1. He's trying to time it up just right. Boy, that is close. I mean, Twitty doesn't really go for the football because he sees the bodies that are coming. That is a close call.
39 yards for Bettridge. And he converts, and we play on. We will step aside for 60 seconds and come back with overtime number 2.
Timeout on the field.
The moment is upon us.
The fight everybody's been waiting for. That man wants revenge.
Magomed and Goliath!
He has all the skills.
Alex Pineda!
He is a force inside the octagon. Rocky Wallace-Feely, he's a machine.
Corey Sandhagen!
2 world championship fights. My goodness, I can't wait.
College football is here. Here's the plan. Take 136 teams who all want the same thing. Glory! Then throw in a bit of loathing. A few undomesticated animals. One primal scream. 1,000 matchups for mayhem's sake. Top this anything but regular season with a 12-team playoff for even more drama. And hand over the keys to your life. Because it belongs to college football now.
Hey, Zubin Mehenti here in the studio. For those of you looking for Houston and Oregon State, it's currently airing on ESPN News, so we can take you to the second overtime of this instant classic in Charlottesville. Bob.
Well, Zubin, yes, indeed. Overtime number 2. And now if you score a touchdown, you're compelled to go for 2. And it will be Virginia with the football first in the second overtime. Xavier Brown now the tailback. Rolling out Morris. Underneath. The catch made by Cam Ross. He picks up 6 down to the 19-yard line. Jerry Wilson wrapped him up. And now they're going to play with some tempo here in overtime. Trying to keep the FSU defense on the field. Quick snap. High snap. The pitch to Brown. To the 15. Spin cycle down to the 10-yard line. It's first and goal. Virginia at the 9.
The running backs have driven the bus all game long for Virginia. Xavier Brown, Jamari Taylor, a little Harrison Way-Lee.
Brown again. Pile drives right up the middle. Met by Deontay McCray. Helped out by Shyheim Brown as well. Picked up a yard.
Where's the play action pass? Put in big people, make them think they're going to run it. You've been smashing it down their throat all game long. Hard play action. Do you throw it here? Do you continue to feed the backs? That's what you're thinking as a defender. And if you're Tony Elliott, you're thinking, what's the right play call here?
Well, they load up with 2 tight ends. Direct snap coming, it looks like. Jamari Taylor lines up to take the direct snap. Flags down as Taylor gets to the edge. Stays on his feet inside the 5 and gets bumped out of bounds.
You get offsides, Florida State.
That's what Tony Elliott
Offside.
thinks.
Defense. Tony is half the distance to the goal. It's still second down.
So So they basically get the same number of yards that Taylor just gained, but they also get the down back.
Yeah, it's Jabril Rawls. He's trying to get a jump on it. He's figuring I'm that man on the line of scrimmage. I'm forced in run support. Let me get a head start before this train starts coming down the tracks.
So now it's 2nd down and goal, but at the 4. Again, 2 tight ends. Play action for Morris. Rolling out. Tucks it under. Hunting the pylon. He got there. Touchdown.
Chandler Morris trying to protect that football, make sure it doesn't get knocked out. Looks like a touchdown.
Now Virginia sent their point after group out. It's the 2nd overtime. You have to put your offense back on the field because now you have to go for 2. They sent their extra point group out. And Mike Norvell is wondering why they reset the play clock, because Virginia sent the wrong personnel group on the field. Chris?
Yeah, as soon as they scored, Tony Elliott held up one hand and they had one finger to all run out there, and he's looking at his staff being like, I thought it was the 3rd overtime, not the 2nd.
So you have to go for 2 in overtime, number 2. And Mike Norvell was upset, I think rightfully so, because they reset the play clock and allowed the offense to come back out. So here's the 2-point try. Morris to throw. Into the end zone. Caught into the back of the end zone with a flag out. They've got the 2-point play. Trell Harris tightrope the back line. We'll have to check the marker.
I think you're going to get defensive holding, pass interference on Florida State.
Holding. Defense.
See Trell Harris working them back to the end zone. Secures the catch. Left foot down. Successful play. Been saying it all game long, Trell Harris is going to play a significant role in this game. There you see the catch is made. That left foot comes down inbounds.
Ruling on the field, a successful 2-point conversion is under further review.
Well, we would think this would probably be a pretty quick review.
Again, the catch, it's secured.
And let's hear what they're saying again in the ACC Operations Center.
Hey, Dave, we're looking at the back feet. Got it. I'm at the back left foot.
Bravo and Charlie, your best ones.
Yeah, but that doesn't help.
How about Delta? Delta's the front.
So I'm looking at Delta because we see control here on replay D. He was in.
House handhelds coming in now.
And so now that left foot is the foot that we're trying to identify if it's inbounds or if it's touching the white. Yeah. And based off of this look on replay D, we can't tell on this.
Take a look at F.
Like it's in.
F's the near handheld.
F's the near handheld.
Slowed down.
Okay.
Nothing from the low end zone?
Yeah, that's a low end. No, it's.
We already saw that one.
We already see it. Yeah, and so now we're getting this one coming in.
G we already saw.
G we already saw.
That's behind.
Ruling on the field based off of this is upheld.
Upheld, yes, sir.
And we're done with the replay, so the ruling on the field is upheld.
I'm with it, thanks.
So the 2-point play will be good.
For further view, the ruling on the field is upheld. Try is good.
So Virginia gets through the confusion of having to run their offense back on the field to try a 2-point play, and it's successful. And now they've got the full 8-point lead. So now Florida State knows exactly what they need.
How fortunate is Tony Elliott to have the time to still get his offensive personnel on the field and not get a delay of game penalty.
So Castellanos back to work. Play action, screen out to the right, Robinson. Only about 3 yards. And remember, Florida State, when they lost the toss and knew they had to start on offense, they chose to go down towards the alums at the other end of the stadium to begin overtime. Now, they are trying to run their offense right into the student section.
With the band right off there behind their bench.
Blitz. Incomplete. Pittman couldn't haul it in. And now it's 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, just a miss by Castellanos. He had him sitting down in that zone, Boyd. Just got to put it on him. But obviously everything here is 2 down, so now you just got to figure out how to convert and get a fresh set of down to get this ball in the end zone. Who have been your guys? Obviously, we've been talking about it all game long. Bruce Robinson, the guys at the top of your screen. Is he going to get help? Is it going to be one-on-one?
Castellanos looking that way. Guess who? Bobbled. Did he hold on? Deuce Robinson. Did he have control before he went out of the back of the end zone? They say he did for the touchdown.
I don't know, Bob. I don't know. This is going to be close.
The student section
disagrees. This is going to be super close. As you see, he ran a double move. There's the bobble. Doesn't have control. Doesn't have control. Ball still bouncing around. I think his foot winds up hitting the back of the end zone.
The concentration's amazing to gather it in, but does he have control with a foot down?
They consider that control.
There's a 2nd foot down, but does he still not quite have control?
That ball is still kind of moving on his fingertips.
Matt Austin's our rules expert. And Matt, we're going super slow-mo here, but at what point would you say he had control during the process of that catch?
Well, I think you have to go slow in this case, Bob. Originally, I thought he did have control, but that last slow motion shot looked like he was still bobbling the ball as he was out of bounds. So I think this should be an incomplete pass.
Yep, I agree. I see it the same way. That ball's starting to move around.
Well, let's hear what the Operations Center has to say, because they will be the final determination.
All right, we're on the near card.
Replay Charles also slowed down.
So if you go to near card.
Bravo.
Yep. Okay, so slow that down. See, bring that back.
Yep.
Wait, look.
Everything from TV is slowed down.
Wait. Yes, I hear you. So what? Here's this. We're going to try to see that there is control. Okay, so now this is where that control piece is. Now the ruling on the field is a touchdown.
He's still moving here. Still moving.
Bring that back. Moving.
Nothing from TV.
He's still moving, and then first step out of the
Yeah. Would we agree that there's no control until he gets out?
Yes.
Agree.
Reverse.
Yes. Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hey, we're going to
So hold on, we need to go back to our previous spot here.
Our previous spot is going to be the plus 22-yard line, hash 5.
22, position 5.
Okay, 22-yard line, position 5.
3rd down. Line to gain is going to be the
15-yard line.
15-yard line.
15-yard line to gain. Okay.
Yeah, the chains haven't moved.
All right, so we're going to be third. It's going to be 3rd down.
No, 4th down.
4th down.
It's going to be 4th down. 4th down.
Thank you, guys.
After further review, pass was incomplete.
We just can't thank the ACC enough for allowing us to listen to that conversation. And Nate Black, our referee, as well. The transparency is tremendous, and their communication has been on par all night long.
It's so good.
So now it's 4th down after the incompletion. Florida State trying to keep the game alive.
If you're John Rudzinski, the defensive coordinator for Virginia, do you play coverage or you come after the quarterback? Looks like they're going to play coverage.
False start. A student section induced false start. Well, now it's 4th and 12. Timeout called by Mike Norvell. Before the snap.
First timeout, Florida State. Will be 30 seconds.
Lewis, almost like a basketball timeout. It seemed Mike Norvell wanted to see what Virginia was in.
For sure.
And maybe there was going to be a blitz, and he realized it and called timeout. But this, the crucial decision a moment ago, and I think the right decision, right?
No question. It was a perfect route. Little stutter go. You know they're going to their guy. He's been eating all night long. Just got to look it in and secure the catch, and we're already on to maybe a third overtime. But now, I mean, here it is. If you're Virginia, you've got to make sure you take care of him. You can't let zero beat you. You got to rush with lane integrity. This is going to be about Tommy Castellanos. Do his feet come into play here? He's going to have to scramble for this. They're going to take away his #1 option. You got to take away his #1 option. Play some zone, keep some eyes on the quarterback. This is high drama. I mean, this is theater right here.
4th down and 12 to keep the game alive in overtime #2. Here comes the blitz. Castellanos in trouble. Heaves one towards the end zone. Intercepted. It's over. Virginia has done it. Chris Budden, we're going to listen for you. We have no idea where you are.
Congratulations, coach. Signature win under your era here. What made this possible?
To God be the glory. Hey, this man here, the staff, the players, they believe, the fans showed up, but the glory goes to God.
He did it while he was injured. We have an injured offensive line. How did your offense get it done today?
They just found a way. Said it was going to be a 4-quarter game, 1 possession. Hey, just believe. I don't know who's going to make a play, but he found a way. He's got a heart of a champion.
Chandler, you've been at a lot of stops. What does this mean to be here your senior year, look around, and knock off a top 10 team here at Virginia?
I mean, it was O-line. We controlled the scrimmage. We had 17 play drives, and play after play after play, 1 play at a time. That's what this team's all about.
Your coach said you can't try and be FSU. You have to be yourselves. How did that show up tonight?
I told the offense today after walkthrough, I said, don't make this a bigger game than it is. I said, play UVA football, and we're going to win this game.
You've known this man, your head coach, a long time. What does it mean to have this embrace in this moment?
This is why I came here to experience this with him. This is why I came here.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
It will not be quiet in Whoville tonight.
I mean, just look at that scene. Look at that mass of people. I mean, this is why I love college football, okay? That's what it's all about. The bands, the music, the kids, the drama. Can never get enough of this.
For Louis Riddick and Chris Budden, I'm Bob Wischusen. Thanks so much for watching. We say so long from Charlottesville, Virginia over Florida State. It's time for Houston and Oregon State.
greet you with an interception by the Beavers. Trey Glasper, the true freshman who was 17 years old when the season started, with a 24-yard return. Big scoring chance for the Beavers. Cougars and Beavers for your late night viewing pleasure here in Corvallis, and Oregon State trying to get that first win. That's the first turnover of the season for Houston.
Yeah, and any interception was going to be the first interception for Connor Wigman. He just sails this one, and it goes over the intended receiver, Kobe Young, right into the hands of Glasper, and Oregon State is set up in pretty good field position here to start this next drive. I mean, at point-blank range, about the 7-yard line, it should lead to points, but we know how special teams and just getting a snap off has been for Oregon State. That's provided the Cougars are able to keep them out of the end zone.
Malik Murphy, the former Duke Blue Devil and Texas Longhorn, finds his tight end. Bryce Caulfield is going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the goal line, down to about the 2-yard line.
And Caulfield, excellent receiving threat when you get down here because of the size. 6'4", 243. You can throw it up, let him play jump ball with it. Excellent athlete. You see him just struggling. Presence of mind to try to stretch for the pylon. Well, these are some situations now in these for the first time for the Cougars. How do they respond?
Reichel is the fullback. And Oregon State has to call a timeout with the play clock running down.
Almost at 0 when they got that timeout.
Timeout. Oregon State, their first of the half.
Trent Bray is Oregon State's second-year head coach, and he is trying to navigate a situation with the Beavers where there really isn't much of a blueprint. Jonathan Smith, the former head coach, leaves for Michigan State. Bray promoted from defensive coordinator to head coach. The Pac-12 essentially blows up Oregon State and Washington State. What's left of the league, you're trying to figure out a schedule. Next year, 8 teams, but it's really the Mountain West rebranded.
Never seen anything like
Texas State. There's no roadmap to navigate what he's had to figure out.
And he wants this job. He wants this program to be successful. Obviously, he's one of their own. But you sympathize with him because you've never seen anything quite like the situation that he's in, where you've got a team and without a conference, soon to be conference, but you're out of it for a while.
Murphy under center, gives it to his fullback, Reichel, who pumps it in for a score.
Well, it's just old-fashioned football, Anish. When you have a fullback in the game and he is handed off underneath, hoping to get some push from the offensive line. They go back to what works, quarterback under center, and they get tremendous push. And right into the end zone. Boy, one of the defensive linemen for Houston ended up on his back in a close quarter situation.
The extra point by Ojeda is good. How many teams in America run fullback dive?
Not many. But Oregon State does, and they have an early lead here in this one, 7-0.
The SEC on ABC, all day Saturday beginning at noon Eastern.
Whoa, nobody inside. I already told your buddies, a lot of violations here. Way too many occupants in a single dwelling, 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Take it up with the city, fellas!
And
Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds.
Leave him! It's a mascot! Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants.
Do birds need pants?
And the control room censored it. Oh!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
How do we choose?
I know. Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
Tough combo. I see some serums which hydrate without being too heavy.
What did the Korean locals use?
Essence is like a light serum that's popular here.
Which one?
Now this is legit.
Let me get you a cold one. Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county.
You eat buffalo?
No, it's just chicken. It was invented in Buffalo, the city.
So it's not buffalo.
You all right, man?
It's quite spicy.
Drink your beer.
I'm feeling more confident about the future after reviewing my choices with Voya. Have you updated your workplace benefits and retirement savings?
No, but I am really going to think about it at some point.
Don't just think about a strong future. Plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
Hello, hello, hello!
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $289 per month lease on a 2026 Civic Sports Sedan.
With other deodorants is that they don't hold up, especially to a hard physical job. Over the course of the day, Mando holds up, keeps me fresh all day long. I wanted something that works, and Mando works.
ESPN College Football is presented by Ram, official sponsor of the College Football Playoff, and in part by USAA, proudly serving the military community and their families.
Pretty good list of wide receivers
Yes,
who've come
they were.
through. Corvallis, Cooks, Mike Hass, a couple of Bolitnikov winners, and the first two guys you saw there, Chad Johnson, TJ Houshmandzadeh, future teammates with
the
the
Bengals just come out to Corvallis and pick up two receivers and say, hey, we're going to keep these guys for a little while.
That's worked out well.
Awesome.
Makine Muse tunnels close to the 30. Paul Carcaterra down on the field.
Anish, this past May, Hope Griffin, Connor Wigman's longtime girlfriend, endured a life-altering accident which caused a severe spinal cord injury. And I spoke to Connor. He told me she is his why and motivates him to attack life, and he couldn't be prouder of the person that she is. And I also spoke to Hope yesterday. She is an incredible young woman with strength, and the past few months she's been focused on getting back to walking and has made really good progress. She said Connor's been there for her every step of the way, and tonight she's in Houston with friends cheering on her favorite quarterback.
That's awesome.
Well, Hope, we wish you all the best in your recovery as Dean Connors picks up about 5 on first down.
I'm curious to know, how does Connor Wigman respond after throwing his first interception of the season? It was perfect, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Now a little bit of pressure being away from home on the road. It's tough to get here. You waited all day long. It's like 9:30 before kickoff back at home.
It's the ground game to set up a 3rd and 2. Dean Connors has been off to a strong start this year for Houston. Now for Wigman, not only his first pick, first turnover in 3+ games for Houston, entering today one of just 5 teams in the country without a turnover.
Yeah, I think he's got the stuff that he's made from the right stuff, the grit that you have to have where you, hey, I threw one, I got to respond for my team, throw that one over my back. No quarterback's really going the entire season without throwing one anyway.
Connors on the toss, finds a seam and picks up a first down.
and the play calling for Slade Nagel. QB throws a pick. Let's get him settled with the run game.
Yeah, and they come right back with Dean Connors. Nice job up front. He runs with such great patience, setting up blocks, and then the acceleration and the toughness in which he runs. Boy, is he fun to watch.
A transfer from Rice. He's already put together a couple of big games for Houston. Cougars coming off a bye. Beat Colorado on Friday night last time out. Connors picked up the blitz. Flag down behind the play. And pushed out of bounds by Shamar Mikel.
Hey, what? Oregon State, with as many guys as they have out of the game with injuries. That's Luke McGarry, tight end 1A next to Tanner Koziol. But he's the one that gets called for the holding penalty. But I've been impressed. You see it right there. Just a handful of jersey of Takari Hickle. But I've been impressed with Oregon State defensively. They've been everywhere. Nowhere for Wegman to go with a football.
Off his back foot, low throw, incomplete. Intended for Stacy Snead. Andre, this Oregon State defense came into the game with one of the highest missed tackle rates in the country. They had been gouged by big plays, but the flip side is they played Texas Tech and Oregon, which has more or less done that to everybody.
Yeah, and a lot of, I think, stats are inflated, especially in games like that. When it comes to defense, they give up 39 points a game. The Cougars average 32. They're going to need every bit of that 32 tonight.
One high safety look. And this Oregon State defense swarming here at Reeser. That's Mikel again, who had a career-high 11 tackles last weekend.
How many times do we talk about owning the line of scrimmage? And that's usually where the game's won. Yeah, it's flash and flare everywhere else around the field. But when you can win at the line of scrimmage the way Oregon State's doing right now, that causes problems for an offense.
On 3rd and long, it's a screen pass. And Connors is wrapped up by Aiden Sullivan. It's going to bring up 4th down. Houston's offense stuck in neutral early on.
And you wonder if Houston has looked at Oregon State's 0-4 record and maybe come in with a little overconfidence, maybe. Because right now it has been all Oregon State.
Liam Doherty to punt it away. Trent Walker lets this bounce. Fields on a hop. And out of bounds, shy of the 30. ESPN College Football Primetime is presented by Ram Trucks. Alongside the former Heisman Trophy winner, Andre Ware, Anish Shroff, Paul Carcaterra down on the field. Thanks for staying up with us late on this Friday, especially those on the East Coast. In Corvallis, Oregon, beautiful this time of the year. Heart of the Willamette Valley. Students back on campus this week. They go on a quarter system here, so this past Wednesday, classes started at Oregon State.
I think my son would love the quarters way of doing school.
A couple of extra weeks past Labor Day.
No doubt. Everybody else is in school, but except him.
Cornell Hatcher gets the call on 1st down. Malik Murphy is the Beavers quarterback. Started at Texas, backed up Quinn Ewers for a couple of seasons. Last year at Duke, led the Blue Devils to 9 wins, school record for touchdown passes, and then hit the portal and came to Oregon State. They paid him $1.5 million. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 as Hatcher gets the call. And when you hear it from Murphy, he said, it was 100% not my choice to leave Duke. There were reports that Duke had moved on from him. Either way, Oregon State got a guy in a portal who would have been very heavily coveted otherwise.
He flirted with some SEC schools before coming to Oregon State.
Quarterback keeper from under center to pick up the first down.
He may have fumbled this, Anish.
Houston saying they have it.
You got to unpile and unravel everything. And
Oregon State turned it over 7 times in the first 4 games.
I think he did fumble it, but it looked like Hatcher may have recovered it for Malik Murphy to give him the first down and keep the football. You can see kind of awkwardly that ball comes out. You can see it out. I think Hatcher, who's late to the party, sees it and then dives in there, and he's the last person to come up with it. But it's sitting on the back of one of the offensive linemen.
All right, now we get a timeout. An official review coming.
There's Tyler Volton, who the ball was sitting on his back. The only person I saw come out of the pile with the football was Hatcher, but he was very late in terms of even identifying that the ball had been fumbled.
Let's bring in Matt Austin, who is working double duty tonight. Matt, yeah, we see the ball come out. What are we looking at here? If there was a recovery by Houston initially?
Yes, in order for replay to do anything, they have to see a clear recovery by one team or the other. I haven't seen anything in any of the views I've seen that can tell me who exactly came out of there with the football.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Matt, and then you could see 21 just kind of standing around the pile. He goes in and wrestles it away at some point from one of the Cougar players, I would imagine, but they're pretty quick with this one.
The rolling on the field.
They saw what Matt saw, which was a pile of bodies, and it was really hard to see the ball in there, so the ruling on the field is upheld. There is no more confirmed or stands. Upheld covers it all. It's a first down for Oregon State, and well, for a Beavers team that had gotten off to slow starts this season, this first quarter offers a lot of promise. Cornell Hatcher remains in the game. Salahuddin Allah, the number 2 running back, out with turf toe. And this offensive line for Oregon State with a nice push, a gain of 4.
Anish, you guys were talking about Malik Murphy and his journey. He told me this week a lot of ups and downs. He's been through it all, but he wouldn't trade it for the world because it's made him the man he is today. And the journey also created maturity. He fell in love with watching film and mentally preparing and dedicating himself to the craft, and a lot more dialogue, he said, with the offensive unit, specifically his receivers, and developing that rapport and that relationship.
And Murphy for this play out of the game. They've got some running packages for Jabari Johnson, who's in there at QB now. He keeps it, shakes the first tackle. Cyclones close to midfield, 3rd and 2.
We were told that Johnson would get some snaps. They had a package for him. They love to run him, but he's also a good deep ball thrower. So they're not afraid to let it rip when he's in the ball game. Quick as a cat, can make you miss. And here comes, as I say that, here comes Malik Murphy right back in the game.
Anthony Hankerson, their number 1 running back, in there as well. Hankerson the call and gets enough to move the chains. It has been a run-heavy approach for Oregon State early.
Yeah, it really has. And I think with all the injuries up front and getting some guys back on the offensive line, they've been able to do that. You just ask guys to fire off the football. If you got a puller, you're pulling, but it's easier to run block than to protect the quarterback in the passing game. So that's what they're going to hang their hat on. It's been successful so far.
They got their left tackle, Jacob Strand, number 69, back last week. Play action. Murphy able to complete. It's the tight end, Caulfield. A red zone chance for Oregon State, a gain of 30.
I just like the unselfish play of players when they're on the field. Guys that get it every time, but they still block when they're asked to. And that's Anthony Hankerson. That block frees up their tight end Caulfield for extra yardage, but it doesn't become a big play until Hankerson turns and makes that block back inside to free up his tight end.
Hankerson.
Then you reward him with a carry.
Picks up a couple. Second down, Carlos Allen in on the stop. Second leading tackler is a nose guard for Houston.
I like that call by Ryan Gunderson, their offensive coordinator. You saw and noticed exactly what we saw in that last play, the block that Hankerson threw. Go ahead and reward that young man with a carry.
There were some early groans and moans from this Oregon State home
Not so
crowd.
much now.
A different chorus here in Corvallis after 1 quarter of play. Oregon State with the lead and threatening to go up 2 scores.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie. Bevo, no! Come back! Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
This Adam is not on WhatsApp.
Time to bring the music
To someone else's life. This Adam is. This Adam's Donation Day update got lost under a million group texts. Sorry, Adam.
Wait, no!
This Adam got the update because his WhatsApp group pinned it to the top of the chat.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
Here we go, man. We got it.
Yes,
yes, yes! Go, go, go!
Go! Yes!
My wife is having a baby!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
Fansville, Special Teams Unit.
How's it look?
We got multiple punctures.
Evidence suggests a crime of passion.
It appears we have ourselves a flag planting.
Those tech fans make me sick.
We got a composite.
Is that a duck with ice cold Dr. Pepper?
That's no duck. That's a platypus. And a mascot always returns to the scene of an upset. Get that fan!
Stinks!
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Arthritis causes pain in your joints. Unlike pills, Voltaren gel is applied to the site of pain, penetrating deep through the skin to the joint, reducing intense pain caused by inflammation so you can move more freely. Voltaren, clinically proven long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one, or all 5. Try the all-new Crafted Flats starting at $5 each, only from Pizza Hut.
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. That's the rule.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
Room for 6 full-size passions. The Lexus TX, 3-row luxury. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience. Is a car that stops short of amazing.
The WNBA playoffs, only on ESPN and streaming on the all-new ESPN app.
with Andre Ware and Paul Carcaterra. Anish Shroff. Friday night, late night, I guess you could call it Pac-12 after dark. It's 7-0 Oregon State. And the Beavers in the red zone, threatening for more. They've had the ball for most of this game, 10.5 minutes.
It's kind of
in that
uncharted
opening
waters for the Cougars right now.
Uncharted waters for Oregon State as well. Empty set here for Malik Murphy. Quarterback draw. And he gets upended, but not before a 1st and goal.
I think he got the better end of that exchange.
At the 6.
He's so long that when Kentrell Webb came up, you know, he felt the brunt of this blow by the bigger 6'5" Malik Murphy. Just all that hair flapping around out of that helmet that made it look a little worse than what it was, but I think he was the winner in that exchange.
Two tight ends in the game. Hankerson sandwiched. Kentrell Webb gets a little comeuppance.
Yeah, I think when teams get down in the red zone, you had so much success spreading things out that when you condense down, that's playing to the defense's strong suit, especially this front 7 for the Cougars. Spread them out, you get a little bit better blocking angles, and then you can execute your offense even inside the red zone.
I got big Tyler Volton, number 79, the right guard. He had been hurt early in this season. Getting a lot of snaps tonight. Screen pass, wide open, Crosby. Touchdown, Beavers.
Crosby's no stranger to success. He was a 1,000-yard rusher at Louisiana Tech before transferring to Oregon State. We were talking off air about when's the last time the Cougars trailed. Well, it was their last ball game, 3-0 to Colorado, and then they went on a run. This is a little bit different. You're on the road and from, you know, uncharted territory, so to speak. Malik Murphy back to pass. He's sorting through things and immediately diagnoses and goes to Marquise Crosby. Oregon State with a 14-0 lead.
This is the new Dell AI PC with Intel inside. A PC so ahead of its time, it actually helps you save time. Like literal hours. Because it does all your busy work for you. So you can get busy doing things you actually want to do. And who wouldn't want more time for that?
Exhaustipated. When you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. New MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. New MiraFast acts faster, works gently.
Introducing Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Lots of protein, tasty sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
At Napa, we're the pros that know how to make your business our business. Pros everywhere you need us, with every part you need. From brake pads to stock your shop in Orange County, California,
Brake pads.
to oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
Take 136 teams who all want the same thing: glory. Then throw in a bit of loathing, a few wild animals, and one primal scream. Now buckle up for the wild world of college football.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $289 per month lease on a 2026 Civic Sports Sedan. Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $289 per month lease on a 2026 Civic Sports Sedan.
A strong start for Maalik Murphy. Oregon State a year ago had a quarterback situation that was in disarray. The feeling was Murphy could help stabilize it. It's been a bit of an up and down start. Last week he had the worst game of his collegiate career. He's managed the offense so far. Touchdown pass to Marquise Crosby has given Oregon State a 2-score lead. Akai Muse out of his own end zone with a big opening. He can go. Flag down, and Muse tackled across midfield. A 52-yard return if it stands.
Well, he cut back inside. I think he had a foot race ahead of him. Obviously, with the flag down, it's probably going to come back.
Doing a return, holding, receiving team, number 33, 10-yard penalty, first down.
And that's a spot foul, so wherever it took place, it's going to be marked off from there. I thought Muse had a shot to at least make it a foot race.
Starting field position has been
that changed in
less
a hurry.
than ideal for Houston all game.
And this is an area where coach, and you see the hold right there, but this is an area of expertise for Coach Fritz. He coaches it up in practice. It's his unit. He runs it, and it means a ton to him.
Dean Connors on the toss. Stays on his feet to get across the 20. Connors, a tough-nosed running back coming from Rice, where
there's no wasted movement in his run, the way he runs the football.
Two-time all-conference guy for the Owls. Spent 3 seasons there and gives you a threat as a pass catcher, too.
And then gave it to Rice when he had a chance to play and broke off I think a 59-yard run against Rice.
132 yards in that game, 2 TDs. Amari Thomas on the jet sweep. Got a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
For all the injuries that we were told this week about the Oregon State defense, guys moving from safeties down to play corner, it's impressive the way they're flying to the football and playing team defense. That's the one unit where you can get good in a hurry, and it's showing for Oregon State.
Wigman finds old reliable, his tight end Tanner Koziel, who had 94 catches at Ball State last year.
If you want to know the definition of throwing a guy open, this is it. Tight coverage, guys draped on him, holding him, and the ball placement in which Wigman presents it right there, unreal.
Back to the ground, and Connors to the 43.
Trying to go some no huddle to get this offense a little bit of rhythm, as well as Connor Wigman. Wake it up a little bit, maybe a little jump start here, right at the line of scrimmage. Keeping the personnel on the field for Oregon State. They're going to substitute because the Cougars are substituting. Had they not substituted, the defense has to stay there or run the risk of 12 men on the field.
Connors is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Jaheim Patterson, the 6'4" safety.
Well, here's 6'4" safeties. I think of Steve Atwater, who was a A great player for the Denver Broncos.
I think of Steve Atwater, I go to Christian Okoye.
Oh, yeah. What an exchange that was.
On third down, Wigman to the sideline, and the catch made. It's Koziel again. Andre, he came into this game with more than a third of the team's receptions.
Yeah,
when in doubt, you go to 9.
Yeah, he's a matchup nightmare, especially on third downs. They also love Amari Thomas on third downs, but it's been Koziel. They have found a matchup with Koziel that they like. You can't cover him with linebackers. He's too big for secondary players. Just wonder how fast he is, just flat out speed in a 40-yard dash, because that's going to be the difference of where he's drafted.
He's a big guy, as the kids say, 6'7". Wigman to Connors, threading the sideline, and Houston for the first time in enemy territory.
You know what's crazy, gentlemen? Tanner Koziel emailed over 200 coaches with interest when he was in high school. No one responded to him. Only FBS offer was Ball State, and it just was a coincidence. Head coach Mike New happened to be watching his son play. Tanner Koziel was in that same game 2 days later. He saw enough. He offered him.
Smart coach.
He had a pretty good career at Ball State. Connors breaks the first tackle and torpedoes inside the 35. Last year, you look at the most productive receiving tight ends. You had Harold Fannin, who was drafted by Cleveland in round 3. Tyler Warren out of Penn State, first-round picked to the Colts. And then it was Koziel.
You know, the guy in Kansas City isn't getting any younger. They're going to be looking for one. I'm just saying. He's kind of cut from that mold at 6'7", 250.
Some room up the middle, and DJ Butler with a chance to rumble. First down for Houston. Skylar Thomas, the two-time captain, with the stop.
He got a lot of reps in practice leading up to the Colorado game, and finally unleashing him here against Oregon State. This is a nice drive, an answer by the Cougars. After going down 14, they put together a nice possession here.
Wigman 3 for 3 on the drive. They go right back to Butler. Knocked to the ground inside the 20 by Thomas again. And an injured Cougar down at the 22-yard line.
It's Koziel.
Slow to get up. And now bouncing up with a bit of a limp.
Got some help from his right tackle, Merriman.
Merriman back this week. Houston had some injuries on their offensive line in the game against Colorado. Still were able to hold up and dominate the line of scrimmage. Healthier unit with one exception. David Ndukwe is out for the season. Wigman launching in, complete for McGarry, the number 2 tight end. It's third down.
Just makes you wonder, did they switch Koziel and McGarry because Koziel was limping? Because that's usually a situation where that route is run by Koziel and not McGarry. He's more of an underneath threat than Koziel. He stretches the field. So you wonder, if Koziel wasn't hurt or limping, would that have been him on the receiving end of that pass?
12th play of the drive, which started back at the Houston 15. Oregon State crowds the line of scrimmage. Here comes the blitz. Wigman moves the pocket. Stephon Johnson wide open. And he boogies inside the 5 to the 2. That's a childhood connection. Wigman and Johnson, they played flag football together when they were in middle school.
Johnson had one heck of a game, 5 catches for 117 yards, but just the wiggle to make a guy miss, pick up a couple of extra yards to put him in point-blank range, and see if the Cougars can indeed get themselves into the end zone. My bet is going on Dean Connors to get this baby right here.
They feed Connors. Flag down.
Well,
Connors stopped short, and the flag came from the back end.
Rule on field. It's second down.
And Andre on that play, Houston brought in Chance Bryant, who exits now, number 45, a defensive lineman.
Illegal substitution. Defense. More than 11 players on the field. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
You can only substitute on defense when the offense substitutes.
Yeah.
Then they've got to give you time. Otherwise, you've got to be
and
in
especially if it's on the hash mark that's away from you. You don't want to try it there. You might get away with it if it's a corner to your side of the field, but not all the way across.
Quarterback keeper. Another flag down coming in from the far side.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense. All 11 players will not snap. 4 seconds before 5-yard penalty. First down.
And all 11 players weren't set. I wonder if, when that penalty's called, if a receiver just doesn't move, does it look that way to the officials? Because there's a receiver lined up far out right that didn't move after the ball was snapped, and it just makes it look like everybody else is moving when that player's not.
Koziel motions to give to Connors, and he's tripped up by Aiden Sullivan, making just his second career start. Had 10 tackles in the game against Oregon last week.
He is in for Rayshawn Davis, who's out of the ball game today. A heck of a job he's doing. Everybody that's been the next man up for this Oregon State team, not just on offense, but on defense, but offense as well, has really stepped up in a major way.
They have had to play a lot of young guys by necessity.
Where's Koziel in the slot?
To the end zone, and that's going to be a flag on Sullivan. His back was to the ball.